Frank, why did you suddenly say something like that? Do you really want to get a divorce as badly as you made it seem?
Suddenly? You think it's sudden? That's just your perspective. You really don't realize it, do you? You're the kind of person who has no clue when they're being abusive. And that is why I've finally found the courage to leave you.
Abusive? Me? What are you even talking about?
Don't play dumb. No, honestly, you probably don't even realize you've been abusive. But I've been suffering under your behavior for so long.
Oh, wait a second. I admit there were times I was harsh on you. But it went both ways, and I don't think I ever did anything so bad that you could call it abusive.
That's exactly it. That's your version of the story. Even when I told you I was exhausted and barely holding on, you'd still demand I do chores. You didn't even wash my clothes in the laundry. You kept yelling at me to earn more money, and then you stopped cooking meals for me altogether. With treatment like that, how could I not start thinking about divorce?
What are you even saying? Hold on a minute. Yes, I guess that's how it ended up, but before it got to that point, I told you plenty of times, didn't I? I told you there was an order to the laundry and to stop randomly using the machine. But you ignored me and used it anyway, so I had to stay up late to wash the things that really needed to get done. That's why I stopped doing your laundry and told you to handle it yourself.
It's just laundry. Let me use the machine whenever I want. The fact that you try to micromanage something as basic as this is awful.
It's not micromanaging. It's about scheduling. Housework isn't something you can magically shorten. It's a huge workload every single day. While one load of laundry is running, I'm doing other tasks. Then, when it's done, I hang it up. How can you not understand this after living with me for 20 years?
Shut up! That's just because you're slow and inefficient at everything.
Slow and inefficient? How dare you say that? You don't even help with the housework, and yet I've been doing all this while holding down a job. And as for the money, I only told you to stop wasting it. If you're going to spend that much, at least earn enough to cover it first.
Stop acting like you're some kind of victim here. I'm the one who's been suffering. Nicole, please just let me go already. Divorce me. Living with you makes my life unbearable. I'm at my limit. If this continues, I'll end up as nothing more than your puppet, losing all sense of myself. Let me live freely.
How selfish can you be? This isn't about control. I was trying to work with you as a partner. We've been together for 20 years. Does that mean nothing to you?
It means nothing. Actually, I hate you.
What?
I've always hated you. If I'd known what living with you would be like, I would have divorced you ages ago. I should have claimed my freedom years earlier. That way I wouldn't have wasted 20 years of my life with you.
Wasted? I see. So to you, the time we spent together was nothing but a waste. If that's how you feel, fine. But don't regret this decision.
There's no way I'd regret it.
Fine. In that case, let's get divorced.
What? What the hell was that earlier? Why were you getting picked up in a limousine?
That was, well, just something that belongs to the person who came to pick me up.
What? Are you kidding me? Their own?
Yes, it's true. It belongs to someone who has been helping me for a long time. They're actually quite wealthy and apparently own things like limousines and luxury cars.
That makes absolutely no sense! Rich people don't just go around helping ordinary nobodies like you! What even are you talking about? Seriously, is your head okay? This sounds so ridiculous I don't even know where to begin! Honestly, I panicked when I saw the limo pulling up outside. I thought for a second it might actually be something impressive, but no, of course. It's just one last petty little jab at me, huh? One final stunt to try to get under my skin. You really couldn't resist, could you?
That's a pretty harsh way to put it. Do you really mean it? That there's absolutely no love or care left for me? After all, we've been living together for 20 years. Are you saying there's not even a shred of anything positive left between us?
Nope, not a single shred. Looking back on it now, those 20 years were nothing but pure hell for me. Honestly, when I think about it, it's just bad memory after bad memory. The kind of stuff I never want to revisit again. So yeah, get out of my life already. The sooner the better. Nicole! Wow, I have to say you really came through for me this time. Seriously, I'm impressed. You actually managed to do something useful for once. Honestly, if you had been this helpful all along, maybe we wouldn't even be in this situation. Who knows, maybe we wouldn't have needed to get divorced in the first place.
What? What are you even talking about?
The housekeeper, duh. She showed up today out of nowhere, and I have to admit I was shocked. At first, I wasn't sure what to make of it, but wow, she's a real pro. She's unbelievably efficient, doesn't complain, and gets everything done without me even needing to ask twice. It's been amazing. Honestly, I don't know how I ever managed without her.
A housekeeper? I didn't send anyone to your house.
What? But she said she was here on your behalf. Well, whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. She told me everything was already paid for, so I'm not complaining. I'll just take it as your way of trying to make amends, huh? A little parting gift to smooth things over. Not bad. Good effort.
Wait a second. Doesn't that seem a little suspicious to you? And you're just going along with it without questioning anything? So, I just got a text from him about something. This wasn't you, was it? Oh, it absolutely was me. I knew it. What are you even thinking? What are you trying to pull here? What do you mean, what am I thinking? I simply thought it would be a good opportunity for him to realize just how much you've done for him over the years. Don't worry, I'm not doing anything illegal. It's all legitimate. I'm providing proper housekeeping services and everything is above board. There's no need for you to stress about it, okay? Stress? You've got to be kidding me, Maggie. How am I supposed to not stress about something like this? You do realize how terrifying you can be when you're upset, right? Oh my, I have no idea what you could possibly mean by that.
Hey, can you get in touch with that Maggie woman? She just vanished all of a sudden.
Oh, so now it's convenient to contact me. You unilaterally divorced me, yet you only reach out when you need something. How ridiculous. I don't believe I owe you any kind of response.
Shut up. You're the one who sent her, so you're the only one I can ask. I've been trying to contact her, but she's ignoring me.
For the last time, I told you I didn't send her. Why don't you get that? Anyway, what do you need from Maggie? And what exactly do you mean by disappeared?
She just stopped coming out of nowhere. Until yesterday, she was handling all the housework and everything else for me.
Well, I guess it's time for you to start taking care of things yourself then.
Don't be ridiculous. My relatives are coming over in 5 days.
Yes, the famously perfectionist parents of yours. I can see why that might be a problem.
Exactly. Can you imagine what they'll say if the house is in shambles? This is all your fault. That helper you sent did a half-baked job, and now I'm left in the lurch. You should come over here and take care of the cleaning yourself.
Excuse me? What are you even talking about? Have you lost your mind? Why would I come over to help you? And need I remind you that, according to you, I'm the woman who supposedly tormented you for 20 years with emotional abuse? Why are you even thinking about asking for my help? Isn't that completely contradictory? Normally, you wouldn't even want to speak to someone like me, let alone rely on them.
That's, not the point.
Let me guess, you told your parents that everything is perfectly fine at home even after the divorce, didn't you? Just like always, you've been putting on a facade to maintain appearances. Back when we were married, you loved playing the role of the perfect husband who could manage everything, including housework. Meanwhile, I was the one doing all the actual work.
Hey, I helped out with housework sometimes.
Oh, is that so? Then you should have no problem handling things on your own now. Don't drag me into this, although, to be honest, I doubt you'll manage. A man who couldn't even put a single sock in the laundry basket when asked repeatedly isn't exactly cut out for household chores.
Damn it, you're absolutely useless!
Coming from you, the most incompetent person I've ever known, that's a laughable thing to say.
Hey, this is getting ridiculous. You're neglecting your duties.
Well, Frank, calling it neglect of duty, are we? That's quite the accusation.
Finally, you decide to reply. Took you long enough. Now get back here and finish the housework already.
Why should I? My assigned responsibilities are already completed.
What the hell are you talking about?
My role was to organize Nicole's belongings and take them out of the house. That's all. The housework I did was incidental, as keeping things tidy was necessary to complete my primary task.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you weren't even hired as a helper?
I never said I was. If you recall, I clearly explained at the beginning that I was there at Nicole's request to sort and pack her things. I never once claimed to be a housekeeper, nor did I enter into any kind of labor contract with you. So I don't believe I owe you any explanations or assistance.
You've got to be kidding me! Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused me?
I believe your relatives are coming to visit soon, correct? Why not simply show them the house as it is? During my time there, I observed that you are entirely incapable of managing even basic household tasks. Why not let them see the truth?
I could handle it if someone just taught me how to do it!
Oh, is that so? Very well. Let me give you a brief lesson in household management. Let's start with laundry. Contrary to popular belief, it's not as simple as tossing everything into the washing machine and pressing a button.
What? Isn't that the whole point of having a washing machine?
Not quite. While the washing machine does handle the washing and drying processes, there's much more to it. Clothes need to be sorted by color, fabric, and type of care required. Different detergents and fabric softeners are used for different materials. Ignoring these details can ruin your clothes.
Can't I just wash everything together?
Oh no! If you do that, you risk colors bleeding, fabrics shrinking, or clothes becoming wrinkled beyond repair. And using the wrong detergent can damage the garments as well. You also need to plan the order in which you wash items, especially if you have limited time or space. Skipping these steps can cause major problems later.
This is way too complicated!
And that's just the laundry. We haven't even touched on cleaning, cooking, and the many other aspects of household management. There's a lot more to it than you realize.
If it's so much work, can't you just help me out a little? It's impossible for me to do everything all at once.
It's funny to hear that coming from someone who never even lifted a finger to help before.
What's that supposed to mean?
When Nicole asked you to help with small tasks, like putting your dirty socks in the laundry basket, it was a reasonable and simple request. Yet you refused and dismissed her entirely. You even called her nagging a form of emotional abuse. And now you expect me to step in and help you with housework? Isn't that the same thing you criticized Nicole for?
No! Housework is supposed to be a woman's responsibility! I'm just not good at this sort of thing!
You were the one who said you could handle it if someone explained it to you, weren't you? Well, I've explained the basics. The rest is up to you. Good luck.
Wait a second! You can't just leave it like this! I still don't understand everything!
Let me clarify one more thing. Household management is about consistency and planning. It's not about doing everything perfectly right away. Start small.
Start small? Like what?
Begin with one room. Clear the clutter. Make a checklist if you have to. Dust the surfaces, vacuum or sweep the floors. Don't overthink it.
What about the kitchen? It's a mess!
The kitchen is critical. Start by washing all the dishes. If you've been leaving them in the sink, soak the tough stains. Then wipe down the counters and stove. A clean kitchen is essential if you plan to cook.
Cook? I've been ordering takeout!
How's that working out for you?
Expensive, and the portions are tiny.
Then learn to cook. Start simple. Scrambled eggs, sandwiches, maybe some pasta. You don't need to be a chef overnight.
This all sounds exhausting.
It is, but it's necessary. Welcome to the real world. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got things to do. Good luck, Frank.
Wait! Don't go just yet! I really need help! Can't you just come back, please? Damn it! Because of you, I ended up in a huge embarrassment! What are you gonna do about this? This is all your fault, and I can't believe you're just sitting there while I'm suffering because of your actions. I can't even show my face to anyone anymore because of you. How are you going to fix this? How can you even look me in the eye after what you've done to me?
Embarrassment? What exactly are you talking about? What happened? Did someone say something to you?
My parents, for one, said they knew this would happen with you. They were all saying that they could see this coming from a mile away, and they didn't hold back when they were running their mouths. They said whatever they wanted, and none of it was good. They went on and on about how they always thought this would happen. And then my brother and sister, can you believe this? They brought their kids over, and the first thing they said was how dirty and messy the house was. My kids were so embarrassed. Even my nieces and nephews started making fun of me, saying that I needed to clean up and organize the room. It was humiliating. You know what? It's all your fault. You never bothered to teach me anything about housework before you decided to leave. If you had just taken the time to show me, none of this would have happened.
Hold on a minute. I did teach you how to do housework. You've forgotten all the lessons I gave you?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I taught you everything you needed to know. I showed you how to use the washing machine, how to clean the house properly, everything. But you didn't listen. You were too busy thinking that you could figure it out all on your own without asking me. You thought it would be easy, that you could just do it if you tried hard enough. But you didn't, did you? You didn't take it seriously, and now you're paying the price for it. This mess is entirely your fault.
You're absolutely kidding me! You're saying it's my fault when you didn't even teach me the right way? You really think that? You seriously expect me to believe that this is all on me? If you had just taken the time to explain everything properly, I wouldn't be in this situation.
I'm not kidding you. It's the truth. I did teach you, but you were too stubborn to listen. You thought you could do everything on your own, and look at where that got you. Don't you dare blame me for your laziness. The fact that you never learned anything isn't my fault, it's yours. And don't even start talking about me being the problem. You're the one who wanted a divorce, not me. You're the one who decided to break his family apart. So don't come crying to me now, pretending like I'm the villain. You have no right to do that.
Shut up! You're always talking like you know everything! I hate people who act so high and mighty like they're always right! You've been nagging me non-stop ever since we got married! It wasn't like this before! When we were dating, you were calm and collected, but once we got married, you started showing your true colors! You started acting like I couldn't do anything without your constant supervision! Do you even realize how suffocating that was? I feel like I've been tricked into this whole thing. I'm the real victim here, and you're just making it worse!
You're really just going to keep acting like you've been wronged, aren't you? You've been playing the victim for so long, but I'm done with it. You keep pretending like everything is everyone else's fault, but the truth is, this whole mess was caused by your own actions. It's pathetic to watch, really. You know what? Looking back, spending 20 years with you was the biggest mistake I've ever made. It really was.
Damn it! Damn it! What the hell did you do to me? Now because of you, I've lost everything! I can't even keep my job at the company anymore! I've been completely ruined, all because of the things you said! You were just supposed to be a maid! How did you even manage to do something like that?
Oh, Frank, it looks like the situation was handled properly, and I'm glad to see that action was taken. It's a relief to know that everything's been dealt with.
You've ruined my life! Now people at the company are saying that I'm a sexist, that I'm some kind of misogynistic monster, all because of what you told them! Do you have any idea how bad this is for me? I can't even walk into the office without being judged! You've turned my life into a complete nightmare!
Well, isn't that the truth? I made sure to let your company executives know exactly what was going on, so I'm not surprised.
What do you mean by that? Why did you even do something like this? Why couldn't you have just stayed out of it?
Well, you see, I happen to be a major shareholder in the company.
What? A major shareholder? What are you talking about?
Oh, didn't Nicole explain that I'm wealthy? I even arrived in a limousine to pick you up, but you never seemed to understand what was really going on.
Wait, was all of that true?
Yes, it's absolutely true. I understand it's hard for you to believe that someone wealthy would work as a maid, but let me explain. I was originally an investor and made my living through stocks. I had a family, husband, children, but I lost them all in an accident. It was a devastating time in my life.
Why would someone like you be doing something like this? Why would you ever choose to work as a maid when you could live off your wealth?
Well, my family died in a car accident, and I was left all alone. The house felt so empty and depressing that I couldn't stay in it any longer. I didn't know what to do with myself. I needed to do something, anything to get myself out of this depression. I randomly found a housekeeping service online and thought, why not? Maybe I could help someone else while also keeping myself busy. That's when I met Nicole.
You met Nicole?
Yes, Nicole had just lost her mother, and her father was always busy and hardly ever home. She was left all alone, crying over the death of her mother. I saw myself in her. I couldn't stand seeing her like that, so I made it my mission to make sure she didn't have to feel that loneliness. I've treated Nicole like my own daughter. She means that much to me. So, when you hurt her, it's unforgivable. What you did was completely unacceptable.
But why? Why would you go so far for someone else's child?
Nicole had been struggling in her marriage for a long time. Her husband wasn't pulling his weight around the house, and he seemed to have little respect for the household duties. She was trying so hard to make things work, to keep her family together. But even when things became unbearable, she didn't want to choose divorce. She loved him, and she wanted to stay married to him. She was willing to make things work, even when it was hard. But in the end, things fell apart, and she had no choice.
You're talking like she's innocent in all of this. But I was the one who had to deal with her nonsense, too.
Did you even understand what you were getting into when you got married? Did you go into it with any kind of serious commitment? You were strangers before you got married. There's no way everything could go perfectly. Marriage is about compromise, understanding, and working things out together. But you never tried to meet her halfway. You expected her to change while you stayed exactly the same. That's the problem.
But why the hell did you report me to the company? Why make it public? It was a private issue between a husband and wife.
Because someone who thinks they are the only victim and tries to destroy others for their own benefit will cause harm to the company. People like that are usually already disliked in the workplace long before they're called out. And you've been pushed to the edge, haven't you? That's why you're stuck in the corner of the office, getting gossiped about. Everyone believed my report, and that's the proof.
Damn it, why is this happening to me? I haven't done anything wrong. Why is everyone blaming me? Nicole, please stop being upset and come back home. I'm sure we've had our misunderstandings, but there's no reason for this to be the end. It would be so lonely if things ended like this. Is our 20 years together really so fragile that it could be ended over something so trivial? Was it really just something so easily destroyed? Please, Nicole, answer me. This can't be the end of everything. We've been through so much. You know, when we first met, everything felt so perfect. It felt like we could do anything together. I thought we'd have a future, a long one. But now, it's like I don't even know who you are anymore. You've changed so much, Nicole. You don't understand how hard it's been for me. I've made mistakes, but I'm really sorry. I can't lose you. Please, don't let it end this way. I don't want to live the rest of my life with regret. Come back, Nicole.
It's interesting, isn't it? The way you send such convenient messages. Even someone like you, when you're backed into a corner, turn into a Romeo. Just like all those other men who try to fix things with words when they're in a tough spot.
No, this isn't about that. I'm truly sorry for everything. I'm genuinely regretful.
Don't think you can fool me that easily. I see right through your intentions. You've been mocked by your family, treated like an outcast at your job, and now you're looking for someone to understand you, right? Well, I'm sorry, but there's no one left who will accept you or your behavior. No one cares about you like they used to.
That's not true! Don't you remember that we've been together for 20 years? We've built so much together.
For 20 years, I've been the one enduring everything. Don't forget that. It wasn't a one-sided effort. Marriage isn't something that should be taken lightly. It's because I was committed to it that I stayed for 20 years. But I can't keep doing this. I've reached my limit. You're the one who brought this to an end, and now you need to take full responsibility for that.
Responsibility? What do you mean by that?
I'm going to file for alimony for emotional abuse.
What? Alimony? Why would you do something like that?
You were the one who decided to end our marriage, to throw me out of the house, weren't you? And do you know what? I've been keeping a journal. Honestly, I didn't think it would come to this, but everything you said, every emotional manipulation and insult, was recorded there, right alongside all of our good memories. You can't just erase that.
No! No way! You can't be serious! Are you really going to turn your back on me like this? Don't you feel sorry for me? Haven't we been together all these years?
Feel sorry for you? Is that what you think?
What do you mean?
Because honestly, no one feels sorry for you. Your family is ashamed of you. Your coworkers are talking about you behind your back. No one is standing up for you. Everyone can see through it all.
Well, that's...
It's because it's so obvious to anyone who sees it that this is all your fault. The emotional abuse came from you. Wake up and face the truth. No one, not even a single person, feels sorry for you. The only one who doesn't see that is you. Maggie, I don't know how to thank you. You even covered the lawyer's fees. When everything settles, I'll make sure to pay you back.
It's nothing really. If rich people don't spend their money, the economy won't grow, will it? But more than that, I care deeply about you. I wanted to help you move forward without any lingering resentment.
Thank you so much. Honestly, I've never had anyone like you to rely on. My relationship with my dad is complicated, and my mom isn't around anymore. I've always been on my own, in a way.
Well, I can't replace your mother, but I'm so glad I could be someone close to you, someone who cared for you like family.
Actually, there's something I've been meaning to ask. Would you consider living with me?
With you?
Yes, I've been thinking about it a lot. I want to repay you for everything you've done for me. I know you're not my mother, but to me, you're more important than that. When I was a child, I didn't have to face loneliness because of you. Now, I don't want you to be alone. I know I won't be able to match your income, but...
Nicole, thank you. That means so much to me, to think we could live together again. What a wonderful proposal. I had always thought that I would just spend my old age quietly by myself. But now, it seems like there's so much more to look forward to.
Wait, don't say old age! I still want to spend so much more time with you. I don't want to think of it like that.
Nicole, are you sure about this? I don't want you to feel like you're doing this out of pity for me. I want you to know that whatever you decide, it's because you want it, not because you feel obligated.
No, it's not pity, Maggie. It's about love. I love you, and I want you to feel the same way I do. I don't want you to feel alone or abandoned. You've been there for me when I needed it, and now I want to return the favor. I want to be there for you too.
But what if it's hard for you? What if it gets difficult and you start to regret your decision? I don't want to be the cause of your unhappiness.
I'm sure of this, Maggie. I know we'll face challenges, but we've faced hard times before, right? And we've always made it through. I believe in us, and I believe we can make this work. Let's give it a try.
Are you certain?
Yes, I am. I want to do this. I want us to be together, and I want you to feel loved and appreciated. I want to help you. We're family now, and family doesn't leave each other behind.
Maggie, I can't tell you how much this means to me. I've been so alone, so isolated in recent years, but now, with you, I feel like I finally have a chance to make things right. I'm not sure what the future holds, but I know that with you by my side, I'm not afraid of it anymore.
You won't be alone, I promise. We'll face whatever comes together. Frank ended up in debt because of the alimony payments he had to make after the divorce. It wasn't an easy situation for him, considering that his income was never very high to begin with. He didn't have much savings, and whatever little he did have, it was barely enough to get by. I had always taken care of the finances during our time together, managing everything, making sure bills were paid on time, and handling the household expenses. Frank, on the other hand, wasn't involved in the day-to-day financial decisions. He preferred to leave it all to me, trusting that I knew what was best for our financial situation. In hindsight, I suppose that wasn't the healthiest way to handle things, but that was how it was. Given that his financial situation was already strained, the added burden of paying alimony after the divorce was something that he had never anticipated. I can't say I felt sympathy for him, not after everything that happened between us, but I couldn't deny the reality of his situation. The money he had to pay was far more than he could afford, and he had no choice but to rely on credit to keep up with the payments. He had already been living paycheck to paycheck, and this additional financial pressure only made his life more difficult. As his debt grew, he found himself in an even tighter spot. It wasn't just the money he was struggling with anymore. It was the constant fear of what might happen if he couldn't keep up with the payments. The truth is, Frank never really understood the value of managing money wisely. He was never the type to plan ahead, to think about the future, or prepare for any unexpected events. Everything was always about the here and now, about his immediate desires and needs. That kind of thinking doesn't work well when it comes to long-term financial stability, and Frank learned that the hard way. His spending habits were reckless, and his lack of financial literacy only compounded the issue. He had relied on me to keep things in check, but once we parted ways, there was no one left to manage his finances for him. The reality of the situation was harsh, and it was clear that Frank would have to face the consequences of his own choices. Now, as I look back, I realize just how much of his isolation was self-inflicted. Frank's inability to think beyond his own immediate desires, his selfishness, ultimately led him to this point. He had never bothered to truly invest in relationships outside of our marriage. His friendships were shallow, and his connections with family members were strained. He had always put his own needs first, leaving no room for meaningful connections with others. When we separated, Frank found himself alone. His financial problems became a reflection of his personal life. No one was there to help him through the tough times because he had isolated himself. The loneliness that Frank now experiences is, in a way, a direct result of the way he lived his life. It's the perfect outcome for someone who thought only of themselves and never considered the impact of their actions on others. Meanwhile, I started a new chapter in my life. I didn't want to dwell on the past or allow Frank's choices to continue to affect me. I wanted to move forward, to create a life that was better and more fulfilling, so I decided to start living with Maggie. We've been living together for some time now, and I can honestly say that it's been a wonderful experience. It's a different kind of life from what I was used to, but it's one that I cherish deeply. In the past, I used to handle everything myself. I carried all the responsibilities, all the burdens of the household, while Frank sat back and took it for granted. It was a lonely existence, and I often felt overwhelmed by everything that needed to be done. But living with Maggie has changed that dynamic entirely. We share the responsibilities now, and the burden is much lighter. I don't have to do everything on my own anymore. And there's a sense of partnership and camaraderie that I never had before. We cook together, clean together, and support each other in ways that I never thought were possible. The difference between living with Frank and living with Maggie is stark. Frank was never a partner in the true sense of the word. Our relationship was one-sided, with me taking on the majority of the responsibilities, while Frank remained passive. But with Maggie, it feels different. She's an active participant in everything we do, and I appreciate that more than I can express. Living with her feels like being part of a real family, a family where everyone contributes and supports one another. It's a beautiful thing. And I am truly happy in this new chapter of my life. There's a deep sense of satisfaction in knowing that I am not alone anymore. In the past, I used to feel like I was the only one holding everything together. But now, I share that load with someone who genuinely cares. It's not just about the chores or the household tasks. It's about the emotional support, the feeling of being understood and valued. Maggie and I have become a team, and that is something I never had before. It's a source of joy and comfort that I never knew I needed. As for Frank, I'm not sure what the future holds for him. His financial troubles are only the surface of a much deeper issue. He still has a long way to go if he wants to rebuild his life, and I honestly don't know if he's capable of making the changes necessary to move forward. He's spent so many years focused solely on himself that it's hard to see him shifting his mindset now. Frank's isolation is a reflection of the way he lived his life, and it's not something that can be easily fixed. I suppose, in a way, he brought this upon himself. If he had been more considerate, more responsible, if he had valued the people around him, maybe things would have turned out differently. But now it's too late for that. I've learned a lot through this experience. I've learned that I deserve more than to be someone's caretaker, someone's emotional crutch. I've learned that I deserve a partner who shares the load with me, who values the things that truly matter. I've learned that it's okay to let go of people who no longer contribute positively to your life. And most importantly, I've learned that happiness doesn't come from financial stability or material wealth. It comes from the relationships we build and the love we share with those who truly care about us. Living with Maggie has shown me that I can still find joy in life, even after all the pain and disappointment I've experienced. It's a reminder that happiness is possible, no matter the circumstances. It's not about wealth or possessions. It's about the connections we make, the people we care for, and the moments we share. And for the first time in a long time, I feel truly content. So, while Frank may continue to struggle with his own choices and the consequences of his actions, I have found my own peace. I have found a new sense of happiness that is not dependent on anyone else but myself. I no longer feel burdened by the weight of responsibilities that I once carried alone. Instead, I feel supported, loved, and truly at ease with the path I am walking. And that is something I will hold on to for the rest of my life. What I didn't expect, however, was just how transformative this new life would be for me. Maggie has not only become a housemate, but a true companion. Someone I can rely on for much more than just shared responsibilities. She has become a part of the emotional support system I never realized I needed so much. We laugh together, talk about our dreams, and share our frustrations. These little moments of connection are what make this experience so rich. It's not about the tasks we share, but the emotional and mental space we give each other to simply exist. To be ourselves without judgment, and that, in itself, is a gift I never thought I would have again. In hindsight, I see that everything I thought I needed before, everything I thought I had to sacrifice, wasn't truly what I wanted. I was so focused on fulfilling roles and obligations that I had forgotten what it meant to live for myself. To create a space where my happiness wasn't defined by someone else's needs or desires. Now, I realize that the freedom I have is priceless. I'm not tied to anyone's expectations but my own. And while Frank may still be struggling to find himself, I have found a new sense of peace, independence, and, perhaps most importantly, a sense of belonging. Living with Maggie has opened my eyes to the many layers of happiness that I had long overlooked. It's about the small, quiet moments of companionship, the laughter shared over dinner, and the reassurance that no matter what comes our way, we are in this together. I no longer feel weighed down by the expectations that once consumed me. I am free to be who I truly am. And that, more than anything, has given me the strength to look forward to the future with hope. Are you leaving work soon? The reservation is for 7 o'clock. Did you get my last message? I made the reservation at that new French place you mentioned wanting to try. Mark, should I push the reservation back? Please respond when you can. I know you're busy, but I need to let the restaurant know if we need to adjust the time. Starting to get worried. Your office usually responds to messages by now. Is everything okay? I called your office. They said you left early today. What's going on?
Stop messaging me at work. I'm busy.
Busy? But your office said you left. We have dinner plans. It's my birthday, remember?
Yeah, about that. Not coming. Check your email instead.
What do you mean, not coming? I've been trying to reach you all afternoon. The restaurant can't hold our table much longer. What email?
Just check it. Should be there by now.
I don't understand. Why are you acting like this? We've been planning this dinner for weeks. These are divorce papers? Mark, what is this? Is this some kind of sick joke?
Happy birthday! Sign them today. My lawyer needs them by end of week.
Are you serious right now? You're sending divorce papers on my birthday? Through email?
Best time to do it. You're turning 40 anyway. Consider it a fresh start.
Is this because I turned 40? Really? We've been married for 15 years. You can't just end things like this.
Already did. You're old news. Time for an upgrade.
An upgrade? What are you talking about?
Found someone better. Someone young, beautiful, not some 40-year-old has-been. She actually takes care of herself.
Takes care of herself? I go to the gym. I watch what I eat. I even started that skincare routine you suggested.
Too little too late. Father Time is undefeated. My new girl is naturally beautiful. No routines needed.
New girl? You're already seeing someone? How long has this been going on?
Does it matter? She's 25, works at that club downtown. Everyone says we look perfect together.
Downtown? You mean that gentleman's club? The one you said you were going to for business meetings?
She gets me, unlike you, always nagging about family time and saving for Emma's college.
We're married, have a family. What about Emma? Did you even think about her?
Emma knows she's happy about it. Wants a younger mom anyway, someone who isn't embarrassing to be seen with.
You told our daughter before talking to me? How could you do that to her?
She's fine with it, actually suggested it. Said all her friends have hot young stepmoms. About time she got one too.
This is insane. You're throwing away our family for some barmaid? What's wrong with you?
Nothing wrong with me, just tired of pretending. Tired of coming home to someone who looks twice my age when I could have someone who makes me look and feel good.
You're 35, and I'm only 5 years older than you. Since when did that become such a problem?
Since I realized I had options. Better options, younger options. You should see her Instagram.
This isn't about my age. This is about you having a midlife crisis. Did you spend our savings at that club? Is that why you've been working late?
My money, my choice. You're just jealous because she's everything you're not. Young, fun, exciting.
We have a mortgage and Emma's college fund. Please tell me you didn't touch that.
Whatever, just sign the papers. My lawyer will handle the rest. Enjoy your birthday dinner.
Mark, please, we can talk about this. Get counseling or something. Think about Emma.
Nothing to talk about. Papers are clear. You get the house, I get my freedom. Fair trade.
Fair trade? 15 years of marriage. A family. That's what you call a fair trade?
Life's not fair. Get used to it. Or don't. Not my problem anymore.
The restaurant just called. They can't hold the table any longer. Is this really how you want to end things?
Already ended. Told you to check your email. Not my fault you wasted time waiting. Should be used to eating alone anyway.
I can't believe this is happening on my birthday of all days. You planned this, didn't you?
Consider it a wake-up call. Time to face reality. You're not getting any younger, but I still have time to start over.
Start over? With a barmaid? Almost young enough to be your daughter?
At least she acts her age, unlike you. Always trying to be mature, responsible, boring.
The restaurant just canceled our reservation. I hope you're happy. 15 years together. And this is how it ends.
Should have checked your email sooner. Could have saved yourself the trouble. Anyway, gotta go. Meeting my girlfriend. Don't wait up.
You're really going to see her now? Tonight? On my birthday?
Life goes on, just like those wrinkles of yours. Happy 40th. Hope it was everything you dreamed of.
Emma, we need to talk about what your father said. Are you home?
Finally! Been waiting for you to message. Did you sign those papers yet?
You knew about this? Did your father really talk to you about divorcing me?
Of course I knew. Dad tells me everything. Been waiting for this.
How long have you known? Why didn't you say anything?
Why would I? Dad said you'd just get dramatic. He was right, by the way. Blowing up his phone all day.
Emma, is my age really that much of a problem? When did this start?
OMG, Mom! Have you seen Dad's new girlfriend? She's literally perfect. Like, actually model pretty, not trying too hard pretty like you.
Emma, please. I'm still your mother. You don't have to be cruel.
No offense, but you're kind of not anymore. Dad's girlfriend is gonna be my new mom. She's already shown me her cooking. Look at this. This is what real food looks like.
I cook healthy food for you. You said you wanted to watch your weight. Remember? We talked about this.
Yeah, about that. I've been throwing your lunches away. They're embarrassing. No one wants to eat old lady food. Like, who even eats steamed vegetables anymore?
You've been throwing them away? I wake up at 5:30 every morning to make those. Why didn't you just tell me?
Tell you what? That your food sucks? That it's embarrassing bringing your lunches to school? That everyone else has cool moms who make food you can show off on Instagram?
I could have made different things if you'd just talk to me instead of wasting food.
Whatever. Dad's girlfriend makes actual food. Like bagna cotta and aqua pazza. Not your old boomer lunches. It's 2024, Mom. No one eats like that anymore.
Those are basically the same types of dishes, just with different names. I make steamed fish and vegetables too.
OMG! It's not the same. You don't get it at all. This is why Dad's leaving. You're so stuck in the past.
Emma, please. We can talk about this. Maybe I can learn to make different things.
Too late. Dad's girlfriend already promised to make my lunches. She even has a food blog with like thousands of followers. Unlike your sad meal prep containers.
Is that what matters? Social media followers? What about the time we spend together?
Time together? You mean forcing me to help cook? Or those lame mother-daughter lunches where you lecture me about grades?
I thought you liked cooking together. You used to ask to help. Remember the Christmas cookies?
I was like 10. Time to grow up, like Dad did. He found someone better. Why can't you just accept it?
Accept that my family doesn't want me? Because I'm 40? Because I care about your health?
Health this, health that. Always with the lectures. Dad's girlfriend lets me eat what I want. She gets me, unlike you.
She's known you for how long? I've been there your whole life. Every doctor's appointment. Every school event.
Yeah, and it shows. You're tired, old. No fun anymore. Just sign the papers already.
If that's how you really feel. If you're so sure about this.
I am! Dad's girlfriend is perfect. Young, pretty, makes amazing food. Has actual style. Not like your mom clothes.
Mom clothes? I buy what you pick out. From the stores you like.
That's even worse, trying to dress young when you're clearly not. It's embarrassing.
I see. So everything I do is embarrassing now.
Pretty much. Dad's girlfriend wears actual designer stuff, not mall brands. She promised to take me shopping. Show me how to dress properly.
With what money? Your father spent so much at that club.
Don't care, not my problem. Just sign the papers. Let us be happy.
Happy without me. Is that what you want?
Yes! Finally, you get it. We'll be better off with someone young, someone who gets it.
Gets what exactly? How to spend your father's money? How to look good on Instagram?
Better than looking like you, all sensible and boring. Just go. No one wants you here.
If that's how you really feel, take care of yourself, Emma.
Finally! Bye, Boomer. Can't wait for my new mom. She's going to transform my whole life. You'll see. Everyone at school will be so jealous. Wait, does this mean you're really leaving? Like moving out and everything?
Yes, that's what divorce means. That's what you wanted, right?
Whatever. Good riddance. Dad's girlfriend will do a better job anyway. At least she knows how to have fun, unlike you.
I've packed some things. Your aunt will come by tomorrow to get the rest. I left next week's lunches in the freezer, just in case.
Don't need them. Dad's taking me out for dinner every night now. His girlfriend picks the restaurants. Nice ones. Not your budget places.
Okay. Good luck, Emma. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Already did. A real mom, not just someone pretending to be cool. Bye. Hey, Mom. Long time no talk. How are you? Mom, I can see you're reading these. Please respond. Look, I know we haven't talked, but I really need to tell you something. It's important.
What is it, Emma?
Finally! I've been trying to reach you all day. Why weren't you answering?
I was at work. What do you need?
Oh, right. You're working now. That's new.
I've always worked. What do you want?
Come home. Dad and I want you back. We can be a family again. Like before.
Excuse me? You can't just text me after 6 months and expect...
Why not? I'm trying to fix things. Dad's girlfriend is gone anyway. Everything can go back to normal.
Normal? After what you both said? After how you treated me?
That was different. We thought Dad's girlfriend would stay, but she turned out to be fake. She doesn't even like kids.
What happened to her? Your perfect new mom.
She dumped him. Right before the wedding, too. After acting all nice to me. Said she didn't want kids. Can you believe that?
Let me get this straight. She just worked at a gentleman's club? That's who you chose over me?
No! They were dating! He went there every night, spent loads of money on her. She said she loved him.
Emma, that was her job. To make customers feel special.
No way! They had something real. She even met me. Said I was the cutest.
Of course she did. Your father was spending money there. That's what barmaids do.
Whatever. Just come back. The house is a mess. Dad's being impossible. I can't handle everything myself.
I can't do that. I have a new life now.
What's that supposed to mean? What new life? You're just living with Aunt Karen, right?
No, Emma. I've moved on. Like you both wanted.
Moved on? What does that mean? OMG! Did you get married? To who?
Yes, I've remarried. To someone who values me, regardless of my age.
You can't be serious! You're my mom! You can't just get a new family. That's not fair!
Fair? Like when you called me an old boomer? When you threw away the lunches I made? When you said you wanted a new mom?
That was different! I thought Dad's girlfriend would. I didn't mean... You can't just replace us!
Replace you? You replaced me first, remember? With your father's perfect young girlfriend? I was stupid, okay? I didn't know she was fake. Please, just come home. We need you. No, Emma. You both made your choice. Now, you have to live with it. But I have to do everything now. All the cleaning, all the cooking. Dad doesn't help at all. He just mopes around. That sounds difficult, but it's not my problem anymore. You wanted to be a grown-up like Mom and Dad. Welcome to the party. This isn't fair! You're supposed to take care of me! I'm your daughter! You can't just abandon me! Abandon you? You told me to leave. Said you didn't need me. Said I was embarrassing. Remember? I was wrong, okay? Is that what you want to hear? I messed up! We both did! Please, just come back. It's too late. I'm happy now. With someone who appreciates me. But what about me? Don't you love me anymore? I'm your daughter. Your real daughter. Love isn't about control, Emma. Or manipulation. Or only wanting someone when it's convenient. I'm not manipulating. I just want my mom back. Why are you being so cold? Cold? Like when you mocked my cooking? My clothes? My age? That wasn't me. It was Dad's influence. He made her sound so perfect. Made you sound so... I was confused. You're still not taking responsibility. Still blaming others. Still trying to manipulate me. Fine. Be that way. Stay with your new family. I don't care anymore. You're dead to me anyway. Mom, I didn't mean that. Please answer. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Everything's falling apart here. Dad lost his job. We might lose the house. Please help us. I can't help you, and I won't. Actions have consequences. It's time you learned that. You're heartless. You know that? A real mother would help, no matter what. A real daughter wouldn't have thrown her mother away for a nightclub employee who didn't even want her. I hate you! I hate you so much! I hope your new family sees how awful you are! How cold and heartless! I hope they leave you too!
Is it true? Sarah, answer me. You married someone else?
Not your business anymore. How did you even get this number?
Emma told me. How could you do this? You're my wife. You belong with me.
I don't belong to anyone, especially not you. You chose a hostess over your family. How's that working out?
She played me. I gave her everything. The tips, the gifts, all my savings.
You mean Emma's college fund? The money we saved for 12 years? That everything?
Don't lecture me. She was different. We had something special, not like our boring marriage.
Boring? You mean stable, responsible, actually real?
It was real. She texted me every day, sent me good morning messages, called me her favorite customer.
Do you even hear yourself? Favorite customer. That's her job, Mark. That's what hostesses do.
No, we had plans. She was gonna quit the club, move in with us, be Emma's new mom.
And you believed that? After spending all our money there? How much did you spend exactly?
Doesn't matter. I can earn it back once I find a new job, if you'd just come home.
New job? You lost your old one? Let me guess, too many late nights? Too many business meetings?
The company didn't understand. I needed to be there. She was counting on me. I was her best customer.
Best customer. Not boyfriend. Not fiancé. Customer.
She loved me. She said so every time I visited, every time I tipped.
Wow. You really believed her. All this time. You actually thought.
We had something real. She met Emma, said she'd love any child of mine, but then...
Then what? She rejected your proposal, stopped answering your texts, once the money ran out?
She changed her number, blocked me at the club after everything I did, everything I spent.
I have to go. My husband will be home soon. My real husband, who actually loves me.
No, I won't accept this. You're still my wife. We have history.
Had history. Past tense. Just like your relationship with that hostess.
Don't call her that. She was different, special, not like you.
Right. She was young, beautiful, and very, very good at her job.
I'll win you back, you'll see, once I get a new job. Fix things with Emma.
Fix things? You mean the college fund? The mortgage payments? Emma's therapy bills?
Therapy? What therapy? She's fine, just angry.
Of course she's angry. Her father fell for a scam, lost everything, chose fantasy over family.
It wasn't a scam. We were in love. She just got scared. The commitment was too much.
Please stay single. Forever. For everyone's sake, especially Emma's.
Don't tell me what to do. You're still my wife, even after divorce. We're connected.
Block this number. Don't contact me again. Either of you. I mean it.
You can't do this! We need you! Emma needs you! I need you!
Goodbye, Mark. Good luck with everything. You're going to need it.
Sarah, please. I was wrong. So wrong! Just come home! We can start over! I know you're reading these. Please! I'm begging you! Don't leave us like this! Fine. Be that way. You'll regret this when you're old and alone with your new family.
I blocked and deleted Emma and Mark's contacts. After that, I never heard from them again. Apparently, rumors about Mark's divorce and job loss started spreading in the neighborhood, and gradually, Emma began to understand what kind of workplace her father's girlfriend worked at, and how he was deluding himself about their relationship. As a result, Emma entered an extreme rebellious phase, calling her father disgusting and annoying. Now they don't speak to each other at all. The house is a mess, and Emma has even started punching holes in the walls. I hear they're living quite miserably. The neighbors tell me Mark still frequents hostess clubs, though he can barely afford it now. He's had to move to a smaller apartment, but refuses to acknowledge his role in destroying our family. Emma's grades have dropped significantly, and she started acting out at school. Her teachers have reached out several times, concerned about her behavior and home situation. I heard she tried to contact her father's ex-girlfriend through social media, only to discover the woman had blocked all their accounts and moved to a different club. Meanwhile, I've found peace in my new life. My new husband understands the value of family and trust, and we're building something real together. Sometimes, I think about Emma and hope she learns from this experience. But I know I made the right choice in moving forward. Age isn't just a number, it's a measure of wisdom and self-worth, something I hope they both come to understand someday. The hardest lessons in life often come from our own choices, and while it pains me to see them struggling, I know this is something they need to work through on their own.
Hey, Sarah, are you doing okay? How are you?
I'm doing fine.
You seem kind of stressed. Have you been sleeping lately?
I'm just nervous about the results. I haven't been able to sleep well.
That's completely normal. I can understand that. You've been supporting him all this time.
Every year around this time, I get so anxious I can barely focus on my own work.
They announced the results today. Do you want to know how it went?
Would you mind telling me?
Well, he passed!
Really? He did?
Yes, really! I just checked the result myself. His number is there!
I can't believe it! After all this time! Finally!
You should be very proud. All of that support paid off after all this time!
I need to check myself to be sure. I just need to see it with my eyes.
It's not a mistake or anything. I made sure to triple check. What, you think I'm that stupid? You think that I can't see right?
That's not what I meant at all. It's just that I've watched him work so hard, it's almost unbelievable. All those late nights studying, he was barely sleeping. All the practice tests. After failing twice, he really pushed through.
Could you not? I don't need all this emotional stuff right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just so happy for him. Remember how down he was after the second failure?
Can you seriously stop that? How many times do I need to tell you?
I'm sorry. I'm just really happy for him. I guess I get more emotional with age, when I think about how far he's come. This isn't good to talk about like this, huh? We should talk about it in person. Well, we should celebrate properly. I was thinking maybe we could have a special dinner to celebrate him passing. Hey Ryan, I heard you passed. I'm so happy for you. Is there anything special you'd like to eat?
Yeah, there is, but it's none of your business.
What? What do you mean?
I got into med school, but I don't want a fake mom celebrating about it.
Fake mom? Why do you say that? You mean, you're talking about me?
Obviously I am. Who else would I be talking about other than you? You think just because you've been here all this time, that somehow makes you a part of my family? My only real mom is the one who gave birth to me. You just showed up out of nowhere and moved in with us, acting like you belonged here all this time.
I know you've always felt a certain way. Loved your birth mother very much. All these years I've understood that. I understand why you've never called me mom, and it never bothered me. But you've never said anything this cruel to me before. We've shared meals together for a long time now. I've watched you grow up. Why are you saying this now? Did I do or say something to make you upset?
Your excessive celebration just pissed me off, getting all teary-eyed like you actually cared about me getting into med school. Don't act like you're my mother when you're nobody to me. And I'm not grateful to you either. Not for the meals, not for anything. I just wanted to make that clear.
I've never asked for your gratitude or for you to think of me as your real mother. I just work hard for my family, doing housework and my job. Because that's what family does for each other.
Don't say family, because we are not family. That word doesn't belong in your mouth. You just took advantage of Dad when he was depressed after Mom left. Swooped in when he was in his most vulnerable state.
It hurts when you say it like that. It wasn't like that at all. You know that's not how it happened. I was just trying to cheer up my boss when he was feeling down. Back then, I was just an employee who wanted to help her boss.
Mom left because the bakery wasn't making any money, because Dad couldn't manage anything properly. Dad's pretty useless, I'll admit that. A real failure at business. But he's still my family, and he's managed to boost sales enough to put me through med school. So I'll give him that much credit. I was able to get in because he paid for it.
I know you don't want to hear this, but I've been working hard to help increase sales too. The online ordering system was my idea. Don't you think I deserve some recognition for that? For trying to help this family succeed?
You're just a parasite latching onto our family, taking credit for everything. Get out of our house right now! I can't stand looking at your face anymore! Not today of all days especially!
Hey, Jack, are you free to talk? It's about Ryan.
Hi, Sarah. Has Ryan contacted you about the university, how he passed his exam?
Yeah, he did. He sent me the acceptance letter.
Okay, he was saying he didn't want to send you anything, but I told him he had to let you know. You've done too much to be left out of this.
I see. So you were looking out for me. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, it's not that. He just seemed kind of awkward about it, like he was avoiding something. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, he probably wasn't being awkward at all. He probably really didn't think he needed to tell you. Didn't want to, more like.
What do you mean? Did he say something to you about me?
Well, after getting the acceptance news, he told you you're a fake mother, that you're not family.
Oh, you heard about that? He told you?
Did he really say that to you, word for word?
Yes, but it's okay.
So that's why he doesn't want you to be happy for him or to celebrate. I'm really sorry. I'll talk to him sternly about this. He can't treat you this way or talk to you that way.
It's okay, really. Really, it's fine. I'm okay. It's true anyway, what he said. He really loved his mother, so those feelings probably haven't changed. I've always known that. But his mother...
Yeah, I know what you're thinking.
We promised not to tell him about that, right? About what really happened to her?
I know. We agreed it was better this way for all of us.
Sometimes I wonder if we made the right choice. Keeping it from him all these years.
It would have crushed him if we told him back then, you know that.
But I would have been happy if he'd accepted me even a little. After all this time. We've lived together for over 10 years, but to still hear things like this makes me feel like I'm a failure as a mother. Maybe if he knew the truth.
Sarah, none of this is your fault. You've been more of a parent than... Well, you know, he's the one who's in the wrong, still living in the past. You've done so much for Ryan, so much, more than anyone else would have.
I've tried my best. I really have. Every day to show him that I care.
I know you have, but why is he suddenly being so cruel to you? He's been cold before, but he's never said such horrible things. Did something specific happen?
Yeah, that's true. He's never been this harsh to me before. I think he got angry because I was too excited about this whole thing, about his acceptance. Maybe I overstepped.
No, even if that's true, he had no right to say those things. You had every right to be happy for him. You've supported his dream from the start.
I'm so sorry. I'm ruining the celebration mood. Again, we should be happy about this.
No, I'm glad you told me. I need to have a word with him about what he did to you. This isn't acceptable. For now, let's just celebrate. We should go somewhere nice. That new restaurant you mentioned before?
I won't be joining the celebration, though. I think it's better if I don't go with you guys.
Are you sure about that, Sarah? You deserve to be there, too.
It's his special day. An unwanted guest shouldn't intrude. He made that clear enough.
Oh, if that's what you want, all right then, but don't push yourself too hard. If you need to talk about anything, just tell me. Remember, I'm on your side. Always have been, always will be. I love you.
Thank you. That means a lot. More than you know. I love you too. Please don't be too hard on him. He's achieved something amazing today. Let him have this moment and don't worry about me.
You're too kind sometimes, you know that?
Maybe. But that's who I am, who I want to be. Even if he doesn't see it.
Hey, Sarah, how long are you planning to stay here?
What? What do you mean?
Don't play dumb, you know exactly what I mean.
No, I really don't.
From now on, it'll just be me and Dad living here. You need to find somewhere else to live and divorce Dad immediately. It's time to end this charade.
Why? Why would you say something like that? After everything I've done?
After what exactly?
I've put in all my time and energy to support this family every single day. So why do I have to leave?
Support? Is that what you call it? That was just you trying to score points with Dad, using me to get close to him. I'm not stupid. I've seen through you from the beginning.
That's not true. How can you think that? I love Jack, I truly do. But I care about you just as much. I always have.
Shut up, that's disgusting. Your fake concern makes me sick. Listen up, you won't have a place in this house much longer, so start packing.
What do you mean? Why are you doing this now?
Mom's coming back, finally.
What?
And Dad can't be married when she returns or they won't be able to get back together, so you need to go.
Why? Why would that happen? Don't tell me. Have you been in contact with your mother?
No, it's not that. Not yet. I made a promise with Mom before she left. She said we'd live together again once I became a doctor. That's why I worked so hard. That's why I never gave up.
Such a promise. When did she say that to you?
I only put up with living with you because I needed to focus on getting into med school. You were useful for taking care of things around the house, making meals, doing laundry. I just kept you around because it was convenient. But now I've achieved my goal, so you're not needed anymore. You can go.
That's terrible. How can you say these things? I tried so hard to be a mother to you. All these years.
As if I'd want that! My mom is way more beautiful than you, and she can do everything around the house perfectly. She's elegant and sophisticated. Who would ever think of you as a mother? You're just a plain-looking nobody. Do you know how embarrassing it was, having friends over and seeing you there? Dad must have really hit rock bottom to marry someone like you.
So I should just leave then? Just like that?
Yeah, that's right. Finally, you understand. And once I graduate med school, Dad can take care of everything for me. He owes me that much.
Why would that happen? Either do it yourself or have your mother do it, right? Since she's so perfect.
No way! Mom went through hell because Dad couldn't make the bakery successful. She suffered enough. Now that I'm gonna be a doctor, I want to support her with my salary. We'll live together properly, and we'll shut down this failing bakery. Dad can just take care of the housework. It's all he's good for anyway.
Please don't do that. You can't. Baking is his life. The bakery is everything to him. You know that.
If he can't even make decent money from it, he should just quit. Stop defending him. You're both pathetic.
How can you say that? Do you know how hard he works? Every single day?
Whatever, just get out of this house. I don't want to see your face anymore.
I see. So this is really happening. All right. If that's what you want, I'll have to leave.
And don't come to the entrance ceremony. I don't want you there. This is my moment. My chance to finally have my real family back.
Your real family. I understand. Goodbye, Ryan.
Just go already.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
I don't need your wishes. Just disappear. Hey! Pick up your phone! Why aren't you answering my calls? This is important!
I'm sorry. I've been busy. Moving takes time. I heard your voicemail, though. Though I could barely understand anything through all the crying. Men shouldn't cry on the phone like that. It's unseemly.
Shut up! Don't lecture me! More importantly, what's going on? You need to fix this!
What am I supposed to fix? What are you angry about? Tell me what happened.
Today was my entrance ceremony. You know, the one you weren't supposed to come to?
Oh, was it? How nice for you.
After it ended, the administration office called me in front of everyone. Do you know how humiliating that was? They told me my tuition hasn't been paid yet. Not a single yen. They said I have until the end of April to pay, but I'm the only one who hasn't paid yet. The only one. So I called Dad right away to tell him to pay it, and he said you were supposed to pay the tuition, that it was your responsibility.
That's right. I was the one who promised to pay. 10 years ago.
Then hurry up and pay it! What are you waiting for? Do you know how embarrassing it is being the only one who hasn't paid? Everyone's talking about it!
Why should I pay? After all, we're strangers, right? Isn't that what you said?
What?
Why should I pay tuition for someone who isn't related to me? Doesn't that seem strange? To expect money from a stranger?
But we live together, and you promised!
Yes, we did live together, but we're not family. That's what you said, remember? Word for word. I accepted that we're not family, that I'm just a nobody who invaded your life. So why would I need to pay your tuition? Make it make sense. I used what would have been your tuition money for moving expenses, so I couldn't pay now even if I wanted to. Which I don't have any left.
You've got to be kidding me! You can't do this! You're supposed to pay!
Why am I the one getting yelled at over text? You're the one who's being strange. First, you kick me out. Tell me I'm nothing to you. Then demand money? Expecting a stranger to pay your tuition. How entitled can you be?
That's different!
Different? How exactly? Are you feeling okay? You have an interesting personality. Using people when it's convenient, then throwing them away.
So you're really not going to pay after all these years?
That's what I've been saying, right? Or did you not understand? Should I use simpler words?
Fine, whatever. I was stupid to rely on you. Dad will handle it. Dad, she says she won't pay my tuition. She's abandoning us after everything we did for her.
I thought this might happen after how you treated her.
She suddenly left, saying she wants to cut ties with us completely, just like Mom did. At this point, there's nothing we can do but have you pay it, Dad. You're my father. It's your responsibility. As long as you pay by the end of April, it'll be fine. We can figure something out.
That's not possible. Not happening.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying it's impossible, and you know why.
Huh?
I'm saying I don't care what happens to you, not anymore.
What are you talking about? This isn't funny!
You said Sarah left on her own, right? That's what you told me.
Yeah, that's right. She abandoned us. She just walked out.
Actually, you drove her out, didn't you? Saying she was in the way and whatnot, that she needed to leave?
Did Sarah tell you that? That's completely wrong. She's lying. She got tired of us and left on her own, just like Mom did.
That's impossible, and you know it. Sarah loved this family more than anyone. That's unthinkable. She would never just leave on her own.
If that were true, I would have called her Mom, but I didn't. I kept my distance because I knew she had no real love for me. She was just pretending.
Stop lying! Sarah loved you just as much as I do, maybe more.
How could she? She's not even related to me.
She said she'd pay your tuition, right? Where do you think that money was coming from? Did you ever think about that?
Where?
For the past 10 years, Sarah has been saving bit by bit for your future, working extra hours, taking on more responsibilities. And when she found out you were aiming for med school, she even started working from home. That's how she was trying to earn your tuition. Every single yen was for you.
But that's... I never heard about that. Why didn't anyone tell me?
Of course not. She didn't want to hold it over you, so she kept quiet about it. That's the kind of person she is. The kind of mother she tried to be.
Are you serious? All this time?
Despite how much she loved you, you stomped all over her feelings and kicked her out. That's when I lost all patience with you. I'm done with you completely. I don't care about your tuition or your life anymore. You made your choice.
You can't be serious. You're abandoning me? Your own son?
Don't blame me. You brought this on yourself with your selfishness, your cruelty.
But are you really not going to pay my tuition? You're my father!
I already told you I won't pay your tuition. The answer hasn't changed, and it won't change.
You know how hard I studied all those years, and you're still going to abandon me just like this?
That's right. Just like you abandoned me.
You're the worst after pretending to care all these years.
I'm fine being the worst. Let me tell you something, too. You must know how much I've done for you. I made you 3 meals a day, plus late-night snacks, drove you to prep school every single day, all while working and keeping up with the housework. I stayed up late helping you study. I cleaned your room. I did your laundry. And then you kicked me out. If I'm the worst, what does that make you? A demon, maybe? Or something worse?
I know I was wrong about that, but...
But what?
Things are different now. I need help.
So this is different? Now that you need money? It's okay to treat me like dirt? Because I'm not your real mother? Because we're not blood related? But now you need me. Well, I'm done with that kind of life. I'm going to be happy with Jack from now on, without you.
You won't get anywhere with that failure. He'll just keep piling up debt. The way things are now, the bakery is dying.
You're right. The old way wasn't working, but things are looking up.
What? How? What are you talking about?
We're switching from in-store sales to focusing on online orders. We're closing the physical store and moving to an online-only model. This will cut our running costs, and our online sales have been growing lately. The reviews are amazing. People love Jack's pastries. Once this takes off, the business will finally be successful.
And you two are gonna be happy like that? Living off some small online business?
Yes, that's right. We might not be rich, but I'm happy as long as I'm with Jack. Because that's what real family does. They support each other, no matter what.
Oh, really? Well, do whatever you want then. I'll work part-time and take out loans if I have to, but I'm staying in med school. And when I become a doctor and get rich, don't either of you dare come crawling back. I won't help you. Not ever.
Of course not. We wouldn't want that. We'll be fine on our own.
Well, goodbye then. I won't contact you again. Ashley, I have a favor to ask. Please, I need help.
Well, this is rare. I thought you'd never contact me again, after what you said.
I've got a problem. A serious one.
I heard from Jack. You need money, right? For tuition?
I managed to cover the first semester, but I can't get enough for the second semester. I've been working every spare minute, but it's not enough. The payment deadline is next month. If I can't pay, I'll have to drop out. Everything will be ruined.
Aren't you using student loans? Shouldn't that cover it? That's what most students do.
I can barely work while going to med school. The classes are so demanding, so I have to use the loans for living expenses, which means I can't pay tuition. Please, can you help me with the money? Just this once.
No, that's not possible. Jack turned you down too, right? When you asked him again?
I heard the business is doing well. They're trending on social media. People are calling it the best online bakery in the region. So you can spare a little, right? Just enough to keep me in school.
We're just starting to turn things around. We're investing in equipment and stuff, so we don't have extra money. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try somewhere else. Maybe your mother can help?
Stop being so spiteful. You know that's impossible.
It's not like that. We're not being spiteful.
Don't lie. You just can't stand the thought of me becoming a doctor and being happy with Mom. You two are so petty, so jealous of my real mother.
Your mother won't live with you even if you become a doctor. You need to understand that.
What are you talking about? She literally told me that herself. When she left, she said we'd live together once I became a doctor. That was her promise.
That was a lie. A cruel lie. You say she left because the bakery wasn't making money, but that's not true either. She left because she was having an affair with a regular customer at the store. And when they discussed custody during the divorce, your mother, she refused to take custody of you. She didn't want you.
You're lying! This is just another trick!
It's the truth. Ask Jack. He has the divorce papers.
Tell me the truth. Then what was I studying for all these years?
It was a cruel lie. She lied so you wouldn't make a fuss when she left. We kept quiet because we thought if it motivated you to become a doctor and have a good life, that would be okay. But we don't care about that anymore, so I'm telling you the truth. You deserve to know.
I studied to live with Mom! Everything was for that!
You used me and Jack for that, didn't you? Treated us like dirt. Well, that doesn't matter anymore. I'm not even angry. I just don't want anything to do with you anymore. Your life is your own from now on, so do whatever you want. Just don't involve us. Promise me that much. We've moved on.
Please don't abandon me! I have no one else!
How dare you? After you kicked me out without a second thought? After all those cruel words? Maybe your mother matters more to you, but we supported and cheered for your dreams longer than she ever did. I won't help someone who can't appreciate that. Goodbye. I'm blocking you on here. Don't bother trying to contact me again. We're done. After that, Ryan tried various ways to stay in medical school, including taking a leave of absence, but without being able to secure the money, he eventually had to drop out. Learning that he could never see his mother again probably influenced that decision. After leaving medical school with no dreams or hopes left, Ryan worked various part-time jobs, but began missing work regularly and eventually got fired. He now lives off loans from various consumer finance companies, leading a deteriorating lifestyle. Meanwhile, I'm living a happy life with Jack. The bakery sales are skyrocketing, and Jack delightedly reads customer comments on our website every day, putting his heart into making his pastries. Seeing Jack like this makes me happy too. I hope we can continue building a home filled with smiles.
What do you mean by this, Jessica? What's going on?
What are you talking about?
Why in the world did you have to suddenly throw water on me like that?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? But what I want to know is why you're here in the first place. Why are you at the hospital?
Why, you ask? Well, you're the one who asked me to bring your change of clothes, right? That's why I'm here with them.
I asked Dad to bring them, not you. So why on earth are you the one bringing them here?
Dad had an urgent situation come up, and I was the one who had to step in. That's why I ended up bringing them instead of him.
If I had known you were going to bring them, I never would have asked. Having someone like you come to visit me is only going to make me feel worse. You don't understand how bad it is for me.
Wait, why do you hate me so much?
What? You're really that clueless, huh? How do you not understand something so simple?
I don't understand. Why do you hate me?
Because you're a high school dropout, that's why. It's just so embarrassing to have a sister like you. I can't even begin to describe how shameful it is.
That's really cruel.
Honestly, you should try seeing things from my perspective for once. It's so humiliating to have someone like you as my sister. Just the fact that you exist is enough to cause me trouble. I wish you would at least recognize that.
I can't believe it. You don't even know why I didn't continue my education, do you?
It's because you're dumb, right? There's really no other explanation. What else could there be?
You.
Ugh, fine, whatever. I don't want to talk to a high school dropout like you anymore. I'm done. Just take those clothes back. They're soaked, and they're not even in a condition to be worn. They're ruined.
You're the one who poured water on them, though.
It doesn't matter. Either way, since you touched them, they need to be washed now. Just go tell Dad to bring me new clothes, and make sure you take responsibility for what happened. Tell him you dropped them or that you spilled something on them. Do not, under any circumstances, say that I'm the one who made them dirty.
How can you be so selfish?
What? I'm the one who's sick here, and you're talking to me like that? If my condition worsens, it's all going to be your fault, you know?
Why is that?
It's obvious. You're the one who stressed me out. You know what they say, stress is the cause of illness, right? If something happens to me because of all this, I swear I'll curse you for the rest of my life. I mean it. Now get out of here. You're only making the atmosphere in this hospital worse.
I understand.
I swear, it would be great if you could just disappear far away from me. If you stay within a 50-mile radius, I'll never be rid of the stench of being a high school dropout. Life is so unfair. You, someone who has no ability, who isn't even smart, is healthy, while someone like me, who's actually a good person, is stuck with a sickly body.
Maybe that's true.
It really would have been better if things were the opposite. If you were sick instead, no one would care, right? it wouldn't matter to anyone. Stop with your nonsense. Oh, I have an amazing idea. Why don't we just completely sever everything? I think that's the best solution. Just cut it all off. Cut ties? Fine, whatever. It's the least of my problems. Yes! Honestly, having someone like you as my sister has always been a mistake from the start. From the moment we were born, it was wrong. Now, I'm finally free of that burden. You really are the worst, you know?
Sarah, did you deliver Jessica's change of clothes?
Dad, I'm so sorry. I wasn't able to deliver them. But it's okay. You can bring them whenever you have time. There's no rush.
Huh? Was there some kind of problem?
Well, I had an accident. I fell and got the clothes all dirty.
Oh, I see.
I'm really sorry.
There's no need to apologize. Were you hurt?
No, I wasn't hurt.
That's good to hear, but this is a bit troublesome. I won't be able to visit tomorrow or the day after because I have some commitments. I'm sorry, but could you please go and bring the clothes again?
I can't do that. I might fall again.
Huh?
I'll just keep falling and falling over and over. Each time I'll get the clothes dirty again. I can't help it.
Why are you saying that, Sarah?
It's because I'm a high school dropout and I'm useless. That's just how I am.
What's going on, Sarah?
Dad, what if I told you I wanted to stop being a donor? What would you do?
Stop being a donor?
Well, of course you'd be disappointed in me, wouldn't you? You'd probably be angry with me.
What are you talking about? Of course I'd respect whatever decision you make.
Huh? But I'm the only one who can donate. If I don't do the surgery, Jessica won't get better, and she needs it so badly.
But even so, I wouldn't be mad at you if you didn't donate.
But Jessica is such an important daughter to you, Dad. How could you say that?
Of course she's important.
Then why not let me do it?
Because it's simple, isn't it? You're an important daughter to me as well.
Dad.
I know very well that you are a kind and caring child, Sarah. I've always seen that in you. And if you say you want to stop being a donor, then I know there must be a very important reason behind it.
Yes, there is.
If you're willing, would you mind sharing the reason with me?
All right, I'll tell you.
No way! So Jessica really said something like that?
Yes, it's true. She really said that to me.
Why? Did you two have a fight or something?
We didn't fight.
But even without fighting, how could she say something so cruel? That quiet, gentle Jessica.
Quiet and gentle Jessica, huh?
What do you mean?
It's true. She always put on this perfect act in front of adults. She was always so sweet and gentle around everyone. But when it came to me, she'd always act like this, like she hated me for no reason at all.
That's...
Every time I tried to speak up for myself, or even just disagree a little, she'd always turn the tables. She would bring up her illness and play the victim card, and before I knew it, everyone around us would be on her side. Everyone would turn against me, saying things like, "You're the older sister, she's sick, and you're being so harsh on her."
But she never did that in front of me.
You're right. She never did that when you were around. I think she knew it wouldn't work on you. She's smart, you know? Very clever when it comes to getting her way.
I'm sorry, Sarah. I didn't realize.
Don't apologize, Dad. I'm the one who should be sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Because I never really trusted you completely. Ever since I was little, the adults always made me out to be the bad guy. Everyone would side with Jessica, and I was left all alone. They always said, "You're the older sister. You should be more patient, more understanding." They never even thought about how I felt. I should have trusted you more and talked to you earlier. I should have confided in you.
Even so, that's my fault too. It's my responsibility for not being the kind of father you could trust. I'm really sorry, Sarah.
Please don't apologize, Dad.
I understand now. I've made you endure so much on your own, and I'm really sorry for that. From now on, you don't have to worry about Jessica or me anymore. Live your life however you want. I want you to be happy, Sarah. You don't have to take care of anyone anymore if it's going to be too much for you.
Thank you, Dad.
But still, I don't understand why she would do this.
I don't either, Dad. It's like she's been hiding something from everyone. She's always been so good at pretending, and now it feels like she's been pretending all this time, just to get people to feel sorry for her.
It must be hard for you, Sarah, to deal with this. I can see that it's been eating away at you for a long time.
Yeah, it has been. For a while now. I felt like I've been the bad one. The one who's always expected to do everything right, to look after Jessica, to take care of the family. It's exhausting.
I know I haven't been the best father, but I want you to know that I'll always support you from now on. No matter what, I'm here for you.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you for the change of clothes, Dad.
You're welcome.
Sarah fell and got her clothes dirty, didn't she? That's so like Sarah. It's up to me to stay on top of things and take care of everything.
Jessica.
What is it?
I need to talk to you about something important. You were scheduled for transplant surgery in 6 months, right?
Yes! Now I can finally get better!
Yes, that's right. Up until now, we've been using treatments that were just managing things, but your body has grown and reached the age where you can handle the surgery. So we decided to move forward with the transplant surgery to solve this problem at the root.
Yeah! I'm a little scared, but I'm so excited! After I get better, we can go on trips together, right, Dad?
Well, about that. The transplant surgery won't happen anymore.
What? Why?
The donor was supposed to be Sarah.
Sarah? I didn't hear anything about this.
You see, there are risks involved in being a donor. Ideally, we'd have found a matching donor before you were old enough for surgery. But in the end, no one was a match, so Sarah said she would donate for you.
But then there's no problem, right? If Sarah donates, everything will be fine.
No problem? Are you seriously saying there's no problem?
What's going on, Dad? I don't understand. You just need to do the surgery as planned, right?
Well, Sarah made it clear that she will not donate her organs.
What? What is that? Why? Even though there's a risk, she's my sister. She's my blood relative. A little risk is nothing.
Are you serious?
Dad, you need to tell her. Stop saying such nonsense and make her donate.
No, actually, I agree with Sarah's decision.
What? Why? Whose side are you on, Dad?
To me, both of you are important daughters. But in this situation, I stand by Sarah's decision.
Why?
Look back at what you've said to Sarah and what you've done.
Did she really snitch on me? I can't believe it.
I'm the one who can't believe this.
No, don't listen to her. I don't know what she said, but it's all lies.
What kind of benefit would Sarah gain from lying like that?
I don't know. Sarah's always been like this. She bullies me when no one's around. I haven't done anything wrong. I've been so scared and unable to talk to anyone about it. That's why.
It's just as Sarah said.
Huh?
Is that what you've been doing, making Sarah the bad guy and trying to get people to sympathize with you? I really am a failure as a father. I can't believe I didn't see this sooner.
No, why don't you believe me? Why do you only believe Sarah?
I've told you, both of you are my precious daughters. I don't just take one person's side without understanding everything. I've spent the last few days looking into this, asking around, listening to what people have said. And from everything I've gathered, I believe what Sarah said is the truth.
No. Wait! That's all part of her plan!
You know deep down that it doesn't make sense, right?
Because...
Either way, it's pointless to try to convince me. Sarah is the one who's the donor. If Sarah doesn't want to donate, then no one can force her.
That's not fair.
Well, the possibility of the transplant surgery isn't completely gone. Maybe another donor will come forward.
Maybe another donor will come forward? When?
Who knows? It could be next year, the year after.
It might be 5 years or even 10 years. Maybe it'll never happen.
That's also a possibility.
I can't accept that. Why? Why?
It's the consequences of your actions. Just accept it.
Why would you say that? I'm your precious child.
Yes, of course.
Then why?
I've already said Sarah is also my precious daughter.
Don't joke around. Don't put me and that woman on the same level.
Why do you look down on Sarah so much?
Of course I do. A high school dropout like her deserves to be looked down upon.
You!
Enough! I never thought you'd be such a horrible person. I'll convince her myself. Just leave me alone. Hey, Sarah.
Sarah? Is that me?
Of course. Who else could it be?
Aren't you mistaking me for someone else? We're supposed to be estranged, and besides, you've never once called me big sister except in front of other people.
Oh, come on. That was just a joke. Don't take it seriously. Did you seriously think I meant that?
No way. That doesn't change anything, though.
Come on, stop being so mean.
Mean?
That was just a cute little joke from your younger sister, you know? Just a small thing.
You're not cute, and you're not my little sister anymore either.
So enough already! Where are you right now? Tell me!
Right now, I'm in Vietnam.
What? Vietnam?
I got a little extra money recently, so I thought I'd go on a trip abroad. It's something I've dreamed of for a long time. So I thought, why not take a little trip around Southeast Asia?
Don't mess with me. You're off traveling the world while I'm here suffering from my illness.
What are you talking about? You were the one who said you wished I'd just disappear somewhere far away. Well, looks like I took your advice, right?
But still, overseas? And why, of all places, Southeast Asia?
Is there a problem?
Of course there is. What if you catch some strange disease or something?
Oh, how surprising. You're actually worried about me?
I'm not worried about you. I'm worried that if you catch some weird illness, it could interfere with your transplant surgery.
Ah, I see. Now I understand.
Anyway, come back home right now.
No way. I'm not coming back.
Don't be ridiculous. That body of yours doesn't belong only to you, you know.
Don't talk like I'm pregnant or something. My body is my own. And besides, I've already stopped being a donor.
Why?
Why? Take a look at everything that's happened up until now.
I couldn't help it. I didn't even know you were a donor. If I had known, I would have treated you better.
I don't need that kind of kindness from you. It's too late for that anyway. Nothing's going to change.
Stop it! You're just a high school dropout, and yet you keep causing me trouble.
You keep bringing up my being a high school dropout. Dad never told you about it. Well, I was the one who told him not to mention it.
Huh? What are you talking about? Explain it to me properly.
The reason I gave up on my education was because of you.
What?
To be honest, I gave up on going to school and started working to pay for your medical bills.
What are you saying? That can't be right. Dad works for a big company, and he should be making plenty of money.
Yes, Dad has worked hard for the family. But your treatment costs, with things that aren't covered by insurance, it wasn't easy to pay for. It wasn't a small amount of money. We even had to sell the car, and I had to stop fishing and golfing.
I didn't know about that.
I kept it a secret so that you wouldn't feel guilty or burdened. I didn't tell Dad that I gave up on school to make money for your treatment. And, by the way, I'm the one paying for your private room in the hospital, too.
Wait, what? The private room?
You're staying in a private room at the hospital, right? And it's not free, you know. Private rooms come with an extra cost. I thought since you're so sensitive, you wouldn't be able to handle a shared room. But, well, starting next month, you'll probably be moved to a shared room anyway.
What? Why?
Why? It's because I'm not paying for your donor fees, your private room, or your treatment anymore.
No. Why?
Why? You were the one who said you wanted to be estranged from me, right?
But I didn't know. I didn't know any of this.
That's not the point. It doesn't matter that you were a donor or that I gave up on school to help pay for your treatment. Those reasons don't matter. What matters is that I don't feel happy about it anymore.
But I'm the sick one. I've been in and out of the hospital since I was a child. My health has always been bad. And if my attitude's been poor at times, it's not like I can help it.
I used to think the same. That's why I've been putting up with it all this time. But now, I see things differently.
So then, what does that mean?
It means this. It's not just about being sick or having a bad attitude because of poor health. You've been showing me who you really are. And I finally understand. And because of that, I can't sympathize with you anymore. I don't feel any love for you anymore.
No, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for everything. I apologize for everything I've done. Please, forgive me, Sarah.
I told you already not to call me Sarah. We're estranged, you and I, and it's final.
You can't do this. You can't just walk away like this, Sarah. You're my sister. You're the only family I have left.
You want to talk about family? what about the way you've treated me all these years? You think I've just been here waiting for you to be kind to me? I'm not your punching bag, Sarah. I'm not your emotional support when it's convenient for you. I've been carrying the weight of your behavior for far too long, and now it's enough.
No, I never meant to hurt you. I didn't realize how bad things had gotten between us. I never meant to push you away like this.
Well, you did. You pushed me away, and you were so selfish. You always expected things from me without ever considering how I felt. I've always been the one to pick up the pieces for you. But you never even tried to understand what I've been going through.
I didn't know how much pain I caused you. I never thought. I was too focused on myself. You're right. I should have seen it. I should have understood it better. But I didn't, and now I regret it.
You regret it? Well, it's too late for regrets, isn't it? You've been living your life without thinking about the consequences of your actions. I've had to deal with all the fallout of your decisions while you've gone on and lived your life, pretending like none of it mattered.
I thought you were strong, Sarah. I thought you could handle it all. I've been so selfish, trying to make everything okay for me without realizing how much you were suffering too.
You don't get it. You think I've been suffering because of your choices? No, I've been suffering because you've never once considered how your actions affect me. You just used me over and over again because you knew I'd always be there for you. But I'm done being used. I'm done.
Please don't say that. I'm begging you. I'm begging you to understand. I've made mistakes, and I'm so sorry. I don't know how to fix everything, but I want to try. I can't lose you. Not like this.
You already lost me a long time ago. It's not something you can fix with a few words. It's not about apologies. It's about what you did and what you never acknowledged. I don't need your apologies. I need actions, and you're too late for that.
I can change. I swear I will. I'll prove it to you. I'll do whatever it takes.
No, you won't. Because you're only thinking about what you want. You don't really understand what it means to change. You never have.
I can't believe this. I've lost everything, haven't I? I've lost you. I've lost my family. And now, I don't even know what I have left.
You still have yourself. But if you want to rebuild something, you need to start being honest with yourself. You can't just keep blaming everyone else for your mistakes. I've been waiting for you to figure that out, but it's too late. I can't wait anymore.
I don't know what to say anymore.
There's nothing left to say.
All I've done is try to get by, try to survive, and yet it feels like I've lost everything in the process. And now, I feel like I don't even know who you are anymore, Sarah. How did we get here?
You're still asking that question? After everything that's happened, after everything I've said? It's not that I don't want to tell you, but the truth is, I don't know if I can even trust you anymore.
But you've always been my sister. I've always known that no matter what, you'd be there for me. And now it's like you've just thrown it all away. Why can't you see that I need you? Why can't you see that I'm still the same person who loves you?
You say that now, but where were you when I needed you the most? Where were you when I was struggling and going through my darkest moments? You weren't there. You didn't even care. And that's something I can never forget.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I was just trying to get by myself. I've always thought if I pushed forward, I could make it right. But I see now that I've been so wrong. I should have been there for you. I should have helped you when you were suffering. But instead, I was selfish.
It's not about being selfish. It's about being there for the people you love when it matters the most. You can't keep saying that you've been too busy or that you didn't know. I needed you, Sarah. I needed you to see me, to understand that I was hurting too. But you didn't, and that's where it all broke down.
What do you want me to do now? I know I can't change the past, but I'm begging you, please don't shut me out like this. I don't want to lose you. I'm still your sister. I still care about you.
You still don't get it. I can't just forgive you because you're my sister. I can't just let everything slide because you say you're sorry now. It's about the choices you made and how they've affected me. It's too late for words, Sarah. You've already shown me who you really are.
I know I failed you, and I don't know how to fix it. But I need you to know that I'll never stop trying. I don't care how long it takes. I'll keep fighting for us. I'll prove to you that I'm not the person I've been showing you. I'll prove that I can be better.
You keep saying that, but words aren't enough anymore. I need actions. I need you to show me that you can change. But more importantly, I need you to show yourself that you're capable of change. Until then, I'm not waiting anymore. The transplant surgery that had once been Jessica's only hope for survival was no longer a possibility. And as a result, she seemed to have fallen into an overwhelming sense of despair. It was as though the last shred of hope had been ripped away from her, leaving her in a state of emotional ruin. The prospect of the surgery had been the one thing that had kept her going through her illness. But with that option now off the table, she struggled to find a reason to keep fighting. The weight of her condition, combined with the emotional toll of losing that hope, took its toll on her mental state, and it was clear to everyone around her that she was no longer the same person. In the aftermath of this setback, Jessica found herself in an even more difficult financial situation. She could no longer afford the costs of her private room in the hospital, and she was moved into a shared ward. This change, though seemingly minor, had a profound effect on her. Jessica had always been someone who was extremely sensitive to her environment. She had grown accustomed to the luxury and privacy of a room to herself, and the thought of sharing a space with others filled her with anxiety. For her, this was more than just a financial issue. It felt like a violation of her personal space and a blow to her dignity. She could not bear the thought of living in close quarters with strangers, and it caused her great distress. Her unease soon manifested in her behavior. Unable to cope with the situation, she became increasingly irritable and volatile. She lashed out at those around her, snapping at the nurses, the doctors, and even the other patients in the ward. Her frustration, which had been building for some time, finally erupted in a storm of anger. At first, people tried to be understanding, knowing that she was going through a difficult time. But as the days passed, her outbursts became more frequent and more intense. Eventually, the kindness and patience that had once been extended to her began to fade. People started avoiding her, no longer offering the same level of sympathy that they had once shown. Her behavior had alienated her from the very people who might have been able to offer her some comfort. Meanwhile, I had been trying to be there for her, but my efforts were becoming increasingly strained. I had always done my best to support Jessica, but now I found myself unable to continue providing the kind of assistance that she needed. She could no longer afford the treatments that weren't covered by her insurance. The the treatments that had once been her lifeline. In the past, I had stepped in to help cover these costs, doing everything I could to ensure that she received the care she needed. But now, I found myself unable to provide that support. My own financial resources were stretched thin, and I could no longer justify using my own savings to pay for her treatments. The financial burden, combined with her emotional outbursts, left me feeling helpless and exhausted. I was trapped in a situation where I felt like I was giving everything I had, yet it still wasn't enough. As for Jessica, her situation was growing more desperate by the day. The only remaining hope for her survival was the possibility of finding a suitable donor for the transplant. But the odds of this happening were slim. Both of us had rare blood types, and finding a match was a long shot at best. The chances of someone else, someone who wasn't family, being a suitable donor were even slimmer. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that there was little hope left. The transplant, once a beacon of possibility, now seemed like an impossible dream. It was as though we were stuck in a nightmare with no way out. Jessica seemed to be aware of the grim reality as well. The hope that had once fueled her determination slowly began to fade. Replaced by a sense of resignation, she stopped fighting as hard, no longer clinging to the possibility of a miracle. Instead, she retreated into herself, becoming quieter and more withdrawn. It was as if the life had been drained from her, leaving behind a hollow shell of the person she once was. Her body continued to deteriorate, but it was the emotional toll that seemed to be the most devastating. She no longer found joy in anything. She no longer cared about the things that used to bring her happiness. And it was heartbreaking to watch her slip away, knowing that there was nothing I could do to stop it. As the days turned into weeks, I began to feel the strain of the situation more acutely. I couldn't help but feel guilty for not being able to do more for her. But at the same time, I also began to feel resentful. It wasn't just her illness that was taking a toll on me. It was everything that had led up to this point. The years of caring for her, of sacrificing my own needs to put hers first, had left me emotionally drained. I had always been the one to pick up the slack when she needed help, the one to shoulder the burden when things got tough. But now, I was at my breaking point. I had nothing left to give. I had become increasingly aware of the emotional distance between us. The bond that we had once shared, the bond that had made me willing to do anything for her, seemed to have eroded over time. Jessica had changed in ways that I hadn't fully understood, and I had changed as well. The person I had once been, someone who would have sacrificed everything for her sister, was no longer the same. The love that had once been so strong now felt distant and faded, replaced by a sense of duty and obligation that I could no longer ignore. I was no longer the person who would have willingly become a donor, risking my own health and well-being for her sake. The thought of being tested to see if I could be a match for her transplant made me uneasy. It wasn't that I didn't care about her. It was that I had reached a point where I could no longer put myself in harm's way for someone who, to me, felt like a stranger. The emotional bond that had once made me feel like I would do anything for her no longer existed in the same way. It was as though we had become two different people, separated by more than just illness. There was a chasm between us that I couldn't bridge. It was a painful realization. I had always been there for her, but now I was forced to confront the truth that I didn't have the strength to keep going. I couldn't be the person she needed me to be anymore. I couldn't make the sacrifice that would save her life. And that realization hurt more than anything else. It felt like I was betraying her. But at the same time, I also felt like I was protecting myself from a pain I could no longer bear. I wondered if I was being cruel, if I was a terrible sister for not wanting to help her. But at the same time, I couldn't help but feel like I had given all I had to give. There was nothing left for her. Nothing left for me, and so I pulled away. I stopped offering support, stopped trying to find a way to help her. I avoided thinking about the transplant, avoided thinking about the possibility of saving her life. It was easier that way, easier to pretend like I didn't care. But deep down, I knew that I did care. I cared more than I wanted to admit, and that guilt, the feeling of not being able to do enough, weighed heavily on me. It was as though I was torn between two opposing forces, my love for her and my own need to protect myself from the emotional and physical toll of the situation. In the end, I didn't know what the right thing to do was. I only knew that I couldn't keep sacrificing myself for her, not when I had nothing left to give. And so, I asked myself again, was I a terrible sister? The question lingered, unanswered in my mind. I didn't know. All I knew was that I couldn't keep going down the same path. Something had to change. I didn't know what the future held for Jessica, and I didn't know what role I would play in it. All I knew was that I needed to find a way to move forward. Perhaps it was time for me to let go. Perhaps it was time for me to find peace, even if that meant stepping away from her in order to preserve my own well-being. It was a thought that filled me with both guilt and relief, but I couldn't ignore it any longer. As painful as it was, I had to accept the truth. I couldn't be her savior. And that, perhaps, was the hardest pill to swallow. What hurt the most, though, was the fact that I still loved her deeply. Even though I couldn't find a way to express it, I was trapped in a whirlwind of emotions, where guilt, love, resentment, and self-preservation all collided in an unrelenting storm. But in the end, I knew I had to stop pretending like everything was okay. I had to accept that I couldn't carry the weight of her world on my shoulders anymore, no matter how much I still wished I could.
Good morning. I saw your note about the business trip this weekend.
Yeah, what about it?
Just wanted to confirm the dates. You wrote Thursday to Sunday?
The note clearly said Friday to Sunday.
Sorry, just double-checking since it's different from your usual schedule.
Whatever, just make sure you don't bother me during the trip.
You said you have a 3-day business trip this weekend. Do you need anything prepared?
And don't contact me at all during the trip, got it?
I know you're busy, but your mom's condition.
What about her?
The doctor said we should be prepared for anything. A business trip when your mom is in this condition? Couldn't you reschedule it?
Why would I reschedule? Taking care of Mom is your job.
The nurses asked about you again today. They wondered why they haven't seen you visiting.
Stop trying to guilt trip me. You're getting paid from Mom's pension anyway.
That's not fair. I've never used her pension for myself. It's not about it being my job. Your mom's been in critical condition in the hospital for a week now. Anything could happen at any moment. Shouldn't you at least visit her? You've been avoiding her this whole time.
Hey, who do you think you are to try to stop me from doing my job? You're just a dependent trying to tell your husband what to do with his work.
I've been managing her care alone for 5 years. I just thought you might want to see her before your trip. The doctor said her condition is deteriorating.
Stop nagging me about Mom. You're always like this, making everything dramatic.
I'm not being dramatic. I'm worried about her. She keeps asking for you.
If you're so smart, why don't you do my job then? This is a business trip. It's not like I want to go. This is why you're such a useless wife. I really got stuck with the worst wife. What a mistake.
I don't understand why you're being so harsh. All I did was ask about your mother.
You're always questioning everything I do, always trying to control me.
I'm not trying to control anything. I just think family should come first sometimes.
There you go again with your lectures. You think you know everything.
You keep saying I'm dependent, but you've barely contributed any money to the household lately. We've been getting by on our savings and your mom's pension. I don't feel very dependent. I've been picking up extra shifts at work, too.
Now you're bringing up money? God, you always have excuses for everything. This is why I hate dealing with women. I'm exhausted from all these business trips, and now I have to deal with my nagging wife.
I see the hospital bills, you know. I'm the one paying them.
You volunteered for that. Don't try to make me feel guilty now.
I didn't volunteer. I had to step in because you wouldn't. But that's not even the point right now.
Then what's the point?
I won't say anything else. Sorry for being annoying.
Finally, you get it. You're completely useless anyway. At least take proper care of my mother.
The doctor wants to discuss her treatment plan. Should I just make all the decisions myself again?
Obviously, that's your job.
I am taking care of her. I always have and always will. Even though you never ask how she's doing.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Never mind.
You're being passive-aggressive again.
I'm just tired. Forget I said anything.
Anyway, this weekend's trip is really important. Don't you dare contact me.
Even if it's about your mother?
Especially if it's about her, I need to focus on work.
What should I do if something happens to your mom? The doctor said to be prepared.
Figure it out yourself.
And if she asks for you?
Just tell her I'm busy.
She knows you're avoiding her. She cries sometimes, you know?
Stop trying to manipulate me.
I'm not manipulating anything. I'm telling you the truth.
The truth is you need to shut up and do your job. I'm tired of your constant whining.
Fine, I understand. I'll handle everything myself.
Good.
What time does your flight leave on Friday?
Why do you need to know? Planning to show up and make a scene?
No, just in case of emergencies. So I know when you'll be unreachable.
I'll be unreachable the whole time. Don't contact me at all.
Understood. I won't contact you unless absolutely necessary.
No, you won't contact me at all. What part of that don't you understand?
Even if she...
Even if what? Just spit it out.
Even if she passes away?
Don't be dramatic. She's not gonna die.
The doctor said...
I don't care what the doctor said. Just handle it. That's what I pay you for.
You don't pay me anything. I haven't seen any money from you in months.
Here we go again with the money talk. You're so greedy.
Forget it. I'll handle everything, like always.
That's right. Now stop bothering me.
I understand. I won't contact you. no matter what happens.
Finally, you get it. Was that so hard?
No, not hard at all. Have a good trip.
Whatever. Just remember what I said.
I'll remember everything you've said. Every single word.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Just acknowledging your instructions.
You better not be planning anything weird.
I'm not planning anything. Just focusing on my job, like you said.
Good. That's all you need to do.
Right. That's all I need to do.
Stop with the attitude. You're really pushing it.
Sorry. Won't happen again.
It better not. I'm done with this conversation.
Understood. Goodbye, Kevin.
Sarah, you visited Mom again today, right? Thank you so much.
I feel terrible that I can't come. Tommy's still running a fever. Don't worry about it, Emily. How high is Tommy's fever?
38.5 degrees Celsius. It's been up and down all day.
Poor thing. Have you tried the cooling patches?
Yes, they help a bit. But I still feel awful about not being there for Mom.
It's fine, Emily. Tommy's still little. He needs his mother right now.
You're always so understanding. How was Mom today?
She seemed stable today, so hopefully she's on the path to recovery. The nurses said her vitals were better this morning.
Really? That's good to hear. But, to be honest, that might be difficult.
Oh. Is it really that bad?
I spoke with Dr. Yamamoto this morning. They're saying even if we wait, maybe a month at most. You've been handling her care all this time. It must have been so hard.
The doctors told me something similar yesterday. I just didn't want to believe it.
I wish I could help more. I feel so useless being stuck here.
You're not useless at all. You check in every day. That means a lot to your mom.
You're too kind, Sarah. I wish I could have helped more, but living at my in-laws' house and being so far away. And with your little one too, Sarah, it must be rough.
Actually, about that, Kevin and I haven't had any children.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. I just assumed. I shouldn't have.
It's okay, really. We talked about it years ago, but Kevin wasn't interested.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
Living with your mom hasn't been a burden at all, really. She's been like the mother I never had.
Mom always speaks so highly of you. She tells everyone how lucky we are to have you in the family.
That's sweet of her. Kevin didn't visit the hospital today either, did he?
No, he says he's busy with work. He told me he's been pulling all-nighters at the office.
Work? He's out drinking and traveling while his own parent is suffering. I've seen him at bars, and he's always going somewhere on weekends.
What? He told me he's been working overtime and sleeping at the office every night. Bars? Oh no, did I say something I shouldn't have?
No, it's fine. I'm glad you told me. At least now I know I'm not crazy.
What do you mean?
He keeps telling me he's working late. But the company car is never there when I drive by.
Sarah, how long has this been going on?
A few months, I think. Maybe longer. I didn't want to believe it at first.
I really appreciate everything you've done, Sarah, after everything that's happened. If you ever need anything, just let me know. I'm so sorry about my idiot brother.
No, please don't apologize. But I do have something I'd like to discuss. Would you mind listening?
Of course. You can tell me anything.
It's about Kevin's business trips.
What about them?
He's going on another one this weekend, while your mom is in critical condition.
What? He can't be serious.
He is. He told me not to contact him at all.
That's ridiculous. Mom could... I mean, she needs him here.
I know, but he won't listen to me.
Want me to talk to him?
No, it's okay. I don't want to cause trouble between you two.
You're not causing trouble. He's the one causing trouble.
I just wanted someone to know, in case anything happens.
I understand. I'll keep my phone on all weekend. Call me if you need anything.
Thanks, Emily. That means a lot.
How are you holding up? Really?
I'm managing. Your mom makes it worth it.
But, Kevin...
Let's not talk about him. How's Tommy's fever now?
Down to 37.8 degrees Celsius. The medicine seems to be working.
That's good. Give him a hug from his aunt.
I will. Sarah, don't let my brother break you.
I won't. I'm stronger than he thinks.
Yes, you are. Mom sees it too. We all do.
Thank you, Emily. I should get back to your mom now. The nurses are doing the rounds.
Of course. Tell her I love her.
I will. I'll update you later.
Thanks, Sarah, for everything. Really.
That's what family is for. Real family, anyway.
Keep me posted about Mom.
I will. Don't worry too much. Focus on getting Tommy better.
You're an angel, Sarah. Never forget that.
Kevin, I know you said not to contact you, but your mother's condition has gotten worse. The doctors are very concerned. Please answer your phone. This is important. The doctors need to speak with you. Kevin, please. Your mother is asking for you. She's conscious right now, but very weak. The doctors say her organs are starting to fail. Please come to the hospital. Room 507. Why won't you answer your phone? I've called so many times. This is important.
Shut up! Hey, didn't I tell you not to contact me during my business trip? Of course I'm in the middle of a dinner meeting right now. Do you not have a functioning brain?
Your mother might not make it through the night. The doctors need your approval for emergency procedures. Please just talk to them for 5 minutes.
Kevin, answer your damn phone! Mom needs you!
You're just being annoying. I have nothing to talk about. How many times do I have to tell you not to contact me during business trips? I'm busy. Next time you contact me, I'm filing for divorce.
I see. I guess the funeral isn't worth mentioning then. She passed away 10 minutes ago.
Don't contact me again, got it? You want to get divorced?
Well, we can talk when you get back. Enjoy your trip. Do whatever you want.
Hey, I'm home. Why aren't you here? Room's not cleaned, no dinner ready? You really are a useless woman. Can't you at least do the housework properly?
Hey, your mom passed away.
What?
I tried calling you Friday night when she took a turn for the worse, but you didn't answer. She passed away Saturday morning. Then you just went on with your business trip. I tried desperately to contact you because I knew it was bad, but when you came back that night, you didn't even want to hear about it.
What? What do you mean? Mom died?
Yes, Kevin. While you were ignoring my calls, while you were on your business trip.
You're lying. This has to be a joke.
I told you multiple times. I warned you this weekend could be dangerous, but you're the one who wouldn't listen.
This has to be a joke!
Why would I joke about something like this? Your mother has passed away, and the funeral just finished.
What? Funeral?
I'm not going back to the house yet, since everyone's still gathered at your aunt's place, but don't worry, I'll be moving out soon.
What are you talking about? Stop saying nonsense! Besides, if Mom really had a funeral, why wasn't I contacted at all?
Yes, I tried to contact you many times. Everyone tried, but you were too busy with your dinner meeting.
Messages from you were probably nothing important!
When have I ever called you this many times before? And remember when your phone got stolen? You had to reset everything. Your phone number, your line account. Don't you remember? None of your relatives have your new contact info.
Oh, yeah.
You thought that was lucky and never gave them your new info. You didn't want Emily nagging you or lecturing you, right? You were already distant from the other relatives anyway.
But still, a funeral? You could have at least told me through line.
I did tell you, multiple times. You threatened to divorce me if I contacted you again.
But a funeral?
It was because it was important that I tried calling you directly. That's why I called so many times. More than I ever have before.
But...
It's too late for any of that now. I tried my best, but your mom is gone. And you missed her funeral. And you were supposed to be the chief mourner. Some eldest son you are.
What? I was supposed to be the chief mourner?
You're the eldest son. What are you even saying? Emily and I manage somehow. Of course, the other relatives aren't happy. They're actually pretty angry.
This is your fault! Tell me where everyone is right now!
I just told you. They're at your aunt's house. Though it's pointless for you to go now. I don't think anyone wants to see you anymore.
What did you say? Those are my relatives! Who are you to act so high and mighty? You're just an outsider!
An outsider? The one who took care of your mother for 5 years? The one who was there when she died, while you were on your business trip. That outsider?
Stop twisting things! You should have made me understand it was serious!
I did. Every single message, every single call. You chose not to listen. You chose your dinner meeting.
I'm going over there. Talking to you is a waste of time.
I think so too. How was it, the resort getaway?
What?
Don't act surprised. The resort photos are all over social media.
What photos?
Your girlfriend isn't very discreet. Tagged locations, couple selfies. Must have been a nice business trip.
You've been stalking me?
Stalking? She posted them publicly, even used your company hashtag. Your boss's daughter isn't very bright, is she?
How did you?
Your last 5 business trips were all documented, quite thoroughly. She really likes taking pictures.
You're making things up! You can't prove anything!
Really? Should I forward the posts to your boss? I'm sure he'd love to see how his daughter spent the company budget.
The company? You contacted my company? What are you doing, causing unnecessary trouble? Did you even think about what this could do to my position at work? How stupid can you be?
The stupid one is you.
Huh?
Sarah, he was cheating, having fun on vacation while everything was falling apart. While Mom was dying, You disgust me.
Welcome to hell. The company knowing about your lies isn't the real problem. The fact that you were cheating is the problem. I've collected all the evidence of your affair, and I'll be seeking compensation.
What evidence? You're bluffing!
Hotel receipts, restaurant bills, all those overtime expenses. Your company's accounting department was very helpful.
You had no right!
I had every right. Don't worry. I'm divorcing you and moving out of the house, but I will be collecting damages. That's the price for what you've done. I won't show any mercy.
Wait, what do you mean divorce? Calm down for a minute.
I'm perfectly calm, unlike you, sweating and panicking.
This is ridiculous. You can't divorce me. You need me.
For what exactly?
Getting divorced will hurt you more than me. The affair doesn't matter. Don't ask for compensation. Stop saying crazy things.
Crazy things? I haven't said anything crazy. I discovered my husband's affair, so I'm asking for compensation and getting divorced. I'm moving out.
You're not thinking straight. This is all too sudden.
Sudden? You've been cheating for months, while I took care of your dying mother. There's nothing sudden about this.
Are you serious? Where are you going to go? Nobody's gonna hire an old lady like you. Don't talk about moving out when you can't support yourself. You won't be able to leave anyway.
Actually, I've picked up extra shifts at work since your mom was hospitalized, and they've offered me a full-time position.
What? You've been working that much?
Well, since someone wasn't contributing any money to the household, and I didn't want to touch your mom's money, I had to do something. Unlike you, I take responsibility.
You went behind my back, getting a job without telling me.
Like you went behind my back with your boss's daughter? At least my secret was productive.
That's different.
You're right. It is different. I was working to support our household. You were destroying it. Anyway, there's an important family meeting now, so I don't need to keep talking to you.
Wait! You're not family anymore, so you can't attend.
I think I've acted more like family than a son who skipped his mother's funeral for a vacation with his mistress.
You don't get to judge me.
I'm not judging. Just stating facts. The receipts don't lie. The photos don't lie. Your mother's death certificate doesn't lie.
Stop it! You're twisting everything!
Excuse me. You can come if you want, though you'll probably get thrown out.
They can't throw me out! I'm the eldest son!
The eldest son who abandoned his mother. The eldest son who missed her funeral. The eldest son who chose his mistress over his family.
I didn't choose!
Save it for someone who cares. I'm done listening to your excuses.
Sarah, wait!
Goodbye, Kevin. Enjoy explaining yourself to the family and to your boss.
You wouldn't dare!
Watch me. I learned from the best. Thanks for the lessons.
I'm so sorry about everything, Sarah, but you'll be okay now. I and all the relatives are on your side.
Thanks, Emily. But isn't this some kind of mistake? The inheritance.
No mistake. Mom told me about it too. She changed her will 3 months ago.
Oh, so it was your mom's decision.
Yes, Mom was truly grateful to you, and so are we. She saw how you cared for her, how you were there every day.
While Kevin was...
Yes. She knew about that too.
She knew?
She wasn't blind, Sarah. She saw how he treated both of you.
I tried to hide it from her. I didn't want her to worry.
You can't hide a mother's broken heart. She knew her son had abandoned her.
I'm so sorry. I should have done more.
No one's going to object. It was originally supposed to be my idiot brother's share. But having it go to you after everything you've done for Mom, we couldn't be happier.
But is it really okay? I don't want to cause problems.
The only problem is my brother, and we're handling that.
He's been calling nonstop.
Block his number. He might complain, but when he does, we'll handle it. Just ignore him for now. The lawyer I introduced you to is working on it.
Thank you. Having a lawyer you recommended makes me feel so much better. I feel more secure now. I'll let you know if anything else comes up.
Hey, you've got some nerve ignoring my calls. Where did you go? Answer me!
I don't have any obligation to tell you where I am.
Of course you do! You're still my wife!
Check your mail. The divorce papers should have arrived.
Is what the relatives said yesterday true?
Ah, so you did get kicked out yesterday. I thought I heard some commotion, but you didn't make it inside, did you?
They were horrible to me. That was my mother's funeral. And others talk about inheritance distribution. It's crazy that they'd proceed without me there.
You want to talk about inheritance when you couldn't even attend the funeral? How low can you get?
The funeral couldn't be helped. I didn't know about it. But why am I not getting a single penny?
Apparently, that's what's in your mom's will. She made her choice, just like you made yours.
This is ridiculous. I'm the eldest son. Why would my inheritance go to you, my wife?
Oh, about that. We're already divorced. So please stop calling me your wife.
What? Divorced? Since when?
Remember when you waved those divorce papers in my face last month? You were laughing, saying you could file them anytime. Well, I could file them anytime too. Thanks to you, we're officially done.
You can't do this. These decisions should be made together.
Like you made decisions together with me? About your affair? About abandoning your mother?
Why would you do that on your own?
On my own? Didn't you say I could file whenever I wanted?
I didn't think you'd actually do it. I never thought you'd really file them.
Wow, so you were just using them to threaten me? Your mom was right not to leave you any money. You're such a piece of work.
But still, if you're not my wife anymore, you have no right to anything. This was my mother's inheritance. I'm filing a lawsuit.
Go ahead. Your mom's will is very clear. She left everything to me by name, not as your wife. Just as Sarah.
She couldn't have! You tricked her somehow!
Don't worry about that. Your mom specifically named me in her will, and since the divorce is final, you don't have any claim to it. Emily's lawyer is handling everything.
The lawyer was from my sister? This makes no sense. Why would my sister help you?
Because she's a decent human being. Because she loved your mother. Because she saw everything you did.
Emily betrayed me!
No, Kevin. You betrayed us all. Your mother, your sister, me. You betrayed us all.
I demand to see the will.
Talk to the lawyer. I'm done explaining things to you.
You can't just ignore me!
Watch me. It's quite easy, actually. You taught me how.
What's that supposed to mean?
Remember all those times I tried to reach you about your mother? Now you know how it feels. to be ignored when something important is happening.
This isn't the same!
You're right. This is just money. What you ignored was your mother's death.
I'll contest the will!
Good luck with that. Your mother was of sound mind, unlike her son.
You'll regret this!
No, Kevin. The only thing I regret is not doing this sooner. Goodbye.
Wait! Sarah, please, I know you can see these messages. I've been thinking about everything. About Mom, about us.
There is no us anymore. Remember? You're divorced.
Please, Sarah, I'm sorry. I was wrong. Come back home, please. I never meant to kick you out.
Home? That house stopped being my home long ago.
I'm sorry. Thank you for everything. Let's cancel the divorce and start over. If you want the inheritance, you can have half.
The nerve of you. There's nothing to cancel. The divorce is final, and the inheritance isn't yours to split.
We can remarry. Start fresh.
There's no way I'd start over with you. I was planning to divorce you anyway. I made up my mind when your mom went to the hospital, but I had started caring for her and felt responsible, so I wanted to see it through.
You don't mean that? We've been together for years.
And in all those years, what did you do for me? For your mother? Name one thing.
I provided for you.
Really? When was the last time you paid any bills? The last time you bought groceries?
I was busy with work.
Busy with your mistress. Busy spending money on hotels. Busy abandoning your family.
That's over now. I ended things with her.
Because you got caught. Not because you felt guilty. But I don't have an ounce of love left for you. I wasn't planning to take the inheritance, but I'm glad you can't get your hands on that money.
What do you mean you weren't planning to take it?
Your mother insisted. She changed her will months ago. She knew what kind of son you were.
Mom wouldn't!
She did. She saw everything. Your mom must have been so sad, being completely abandoned by her own son.
I didn't abandon her!
Really? When was the last time you saw her? Before she died.
I was going to visit!
But you never did. And now, you never can.
Please, Sarah, I'll change. I'll be better.
It's too late for that. Far too late.
He got transferred to a branch office in the middle of nowhere.
So that's what happened. I heard rumors, but...
More like a demotion than a transfer. He's lucky he didn't get fired. Finding a new job at his age would be tough. How are you doing?
I've settled in. The new apartment is small, but it's peaceful. Yes, thanks to you, Emily, everything's stable now. I'm living alone in a city near my hometown, back at my old job. Still on contract, but working hard for my fresh start.
That's great. I'm glad. The shopping district there is nice, right?
Yes, there's a lovely coffee shop nearby. You should visit sometime. It's all thanks to you introducing me to that lawyer.
Don't mention it. Kevin needed to learn his lesson. For Mom's sake, too.
Yeah, your mom must have been so hurt. That Kevin never came to see her in the end.
Has he tried contacting you again?
Not since the company transfer. I think he finally got the message.
He still doesn't understand how Mom felt. And, of course, what he did to you was unforgivable.
The past is the past. I'm focusing on my future now. You and your mom have helped me so much already. All we can do now is hope he reflects on what he's done. That's all that's left.
Mom would be proud of you. She always said you were the daughter she never had.
I miss her.
Me too. But she's at peace now, and you're free.
Yes, finally free. Sarah maintains regular contact with Emily and visits her family often. She's invested the inheritance in real estate and works fulfilling days as a contract employee. Though those 5 years were difficult, she remains grateful to her mother-in-law. Kevin was demoted to a factory position in a rural area and struggles daily. But Sarah only cares about collecting the compensation. He also broke up with his mistress, but that was inevitable. She hopes he truly faces the consequences of his actions.